present to you the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, Jaybird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the dawn.
It's a somber Monday morning here in the Hassle Castle. It's raining outside, Jane. It's raining in my heart.
It's not somber, but I mean,
it's very somber,
break it down.
Jay Foster.
Football's
Football's over for me.
Football's not over for you.
Yes, it is.
In the less than 2 weeks, we're going to have Iowa football going on, and we get that going. That's going to be nice. But yesterday was
butt.
What a day!
You didn't respond to my text either.
Oh, what text did you send?
When the Cowboys went, they got a touchdown and they were up, and I was like, I watched your game for you.
Oh,
wait!
I didn't.
You're
realize.
texting him. We're not on a thread.
No, damn! I shouldn't have said anything.
No, maybe you shouldn't.
Sometimes she touches my leg under the table too. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm over here, like, wait a minute.
You guys went out without me?
I don't. God, I must have been a little more drunker than I thought. I don't
Yeah, you did
remember
not respond. I was like, you know what? Forget that. You're deleted. I deleted you out of my
Really?
phone book. Yeah.
You delete on context.
gone.
Let me look in here.
gone.
Me look in here.
Something why? Because you, Well,
Don't ignore my text
Oh,
messages.
she did say touchdown. Oh, I'm sorry.
Doesn't deserve a response, I guess.
Thanks.
I did. Well, didn't just to let you know.
Yes.
So you just
T-Roy,
got-
because you think like whatever. I actually have another cowboy friend who I texted.
Oh, text me.
No, you weren't on this. So just to let you guys know that I can text other people as well, and said, "Good luck to your Cowboys." And they said, "Yeah, we'll see what happens." And then I said, "This was like before the injury." And I said, no, I feel like the Cowboys are still going to pull this off. I had them in Survivor.
I blame Jay for all of it. He
Yeah.
changed
Well,
Dallas,
naturally.
he changed Dallas at the beginning of the year,
Naturally.
predicting a Super Bowl victory.
We should take a look at see how we're doing through 5 games, how those predictions are going. But what we are referring to is the injury to Dak Prescott, which was a compound, was a fracture. Did I text you compound
fracture
and
dislocation.
He got emotional when they were taking him off the...
Yeah.
I'm
Poor
glad
guy.
I wasn't watching it, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not good with that stuff. Like, when forced to deal with it, no problem. Coach wrestling, bloody nose, any type of injury, you have to deal with it. But I don't want to see it over and over again. I don't want Alex Smith to come in, and congratulations to him for coming back and then playing his first game. I don't know, everyone kept doing it. I think it's like 900 days or whatever else. I don't know. But I know it's November 2018. I don't want to watch that injury. I don't want to watch Joe Theismann, and I definitely don't want to watch Dak
It was tough.
at all.
Yeah,
Big, strong alpha male, sitting on a John Deere tractor being pulled off.
Well, I mean,
depressing.
His ankle was just.
And 313
Flopping.
fans
And he
cheering him on.
knew he was out.
I mean, his ankle was just like.
I don't.
Yeah,
Just don't.
it was
I
bad.
get it.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad. I mean, I mean, people were texting me right away, going, hey, whatever, sorry, whatever, and I'm like, yeah, sorry to me. I mean, I feel so bad for him. The emotion that he was showing was more than that. Was an emotion for pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was emotion because truly, worried about the injury. He wants to be on the field and winning. You can tell that. And I mean, that's the kind of injury that
You don't bounce back from.
You're not guaranteed anything.
He'll be
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we hope, but at the same time, it's. I
And
know.
you don't want to disappoint your fans
I
either.
heard loudmouth Stephen A. Smith already this morning. Jerry Jones, how dare you not have him? That was Tony Romo. He'd have been signed.
That's
You know
not
what?
true.
I don't know if that's
That's
true, and I
not
don't
true
know
at all.
whatever.
That's
And-
not true one bit, and it shouldn't be that way. And even
but,
Green
yeah.
was saying beforehand either. It's not guaranteed, and he's right. The other thing is now it's of hindsight thing where if he would have taken the deal that he was giving him, which was around 33 to 35, I believe, but 111 million of it was guaranteed. Now you go, oh.
From what I understand, their sticking point was in years. Dak wanted 4, and the Cowboys wanted 5, or vice versa. Dak wanted 5, the Cowboys wanted 4. I heard that today too. Here's what it boils down to. I'm not concerned with what happened in the past because you can never go back and fix it.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm concerned about is the future. If the young man can come back and play football at the same level he was playing at, or even close, I think,
He will.
But what I'm saying is Jerry Jones this kid has earned a contract now. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
They can't because of franchise. He cannot negotiate till after the season.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But come then, Jay, Jerry Jones needs to get this done. If he doesn't get it done, then I am going to question my loyalty to my team. I will probably find another team. Seriously. If that kid has given everything for this team. I love this kid. I think he deserves to have the contract come whenever it can happen.
It's politics, really.
Now, the other thing I don't like to see, and I put it on Twitter, when I'm watching Football Night in America, getting ready to watch the Sunday night game, and Tony Dungy.
I love the reference to Football Night in America from NBC. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Tony Dungy makes the comment that this is a blessing in disguise. My wife, who doesn't watch football, everybody, if you know Mookie, she doesn't care about football. She generally hates football.
Right.
But knew what happened to Dak when I came home. I told her, I go, it's pretty bad. I don't know. When Tony Dungy makes that remark, my wife goes, and she cursed, what in the F is he talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with him? And I go, yeah, it's pretty messed up, isn't it? Like, Tony Dungy is so stupid. He couldn't think of better words to say than that, Jay. That's how dumb Tony... I'm going to say... Tony Dungy has a Super Bowl only because Peyton Manning is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever walk Earth. Period. Tony Dungy's no great head coach. He's an idiot who hasn't mastered the English language.
The choice of words are not the best because it's not a blessing.
It's not a blessing in disguise at all. It's not a blessing at all. It's nothing. Dak Prescott, it potentially ruined losses. Potentially has. We don't know yet, okay?
Right.
No, he's just...
But I'm just saying that's a bad injury.
Right.
He has not missed a single game in his entire career.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
And
the best
idea that if it
care.
was Romo is not true. I mean, the only thing they did when Romo got hurt, they refused to put him on IR because they thought he would be back by the end of the season. So if you look back at when one of the seasons when Romo did get hurt, because that's the thing, are they going to put him on IR? Which they probably should. This is a 6-month injury, is what it is. Recovery time.
Oh, he's on.
It's 4 to 6. But so let's do that. October, November, December, January. If you make a run, Andy Dalton. We've seen things. We've seen Adrian Peterson come back from an ACL faster than ever before. We've seen people come back. It's 4 to 6 from everything I've read.
Months.
Right? Yes. So November, December, January. Not really. February, because the Super Bowl will be in there. We hope, because we don't know what's going to happen with COVID or anything like that. And they've done a lot of changes, but not a whole lot. But it pretty much, he took the year to bet on himself. And that was my favorite thing about Dak.
Yeah.
One, I believe he's a leader because he's been, since the day he was at OTAs from college and showed up at OTAs, they're like, this guy's a leader. Leader in the huddle, leader in the clubhouse. He wasn't even starting, he was a leader. And the idea that he bet on himself. But the other thing is, if Jerry Jones lowballed him in the offseason, what's not to say he's going to do it again?
And like I said,
Well,
I don't know how true what I heard was true. Like the numbers were pretty much the same except the year. They wanted the year. So I don't know. I think you never know what to believe in that. It didn't seem to me like Dak was holding any sort of ill will towards Jerry.
He's got too much class.
He was on the way having a career year.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the numbers he was putting up was insane.
There were some very cool things.
But a lot of those things,
But there were some very cool things before the game. Saw Garrett kind of going over and talking to Dak, and they were and I think they kind of go in and whisper to each other, and then Garrett gives him a shove. You know, like a laugh and shove. But I think Dak said, "I'm gonna kick your butt today," something like that. And then but Garrett came over after Dak was injured. Man, that was class.
Mm-hmm. Sportsmanship. I like it.
No, listen, man.
Now, a lot of this doesn't have to do with his bet on himself. That defense is so bad that, he had to do this.
That defense made Danny Dimes look like Danny Dimes.
Yeah, I know. It's not like a situation. It's not like a situation where Dallas, where he was like, all right, I have to make my money. Dallas's defense has been so bad this year that
Devontae Freeman went back 3 years yesterday.
Yeah.
He looked like Devontae Freeman from 3 years ago.
It was
crazy. I couldn't figure it out. I thought Eli Manning was quarterbacking for a second.
Let's take a look at the NFL. Carolina beat Atlanta 23-16. I feel like I'm the Grim Reaper of coaches. I love the hot seat. Loser leaves town. This is my second week in a row I've got someone fired.
Can you get Mike McCarthy on it? Can you get him fired, please, Jay?
Dan Quinn got fired.
Would you use your special
I got to text
powers?
our friend Money, say Dan Quinn's fired along with the GM. He said, about time. I wrote, I'm happy. He said, me too.
You got connections.
Yeah.
Something's happening.
12-year GM is fired and coach. And they had Raheem Morris has now been named the interim there in Atlanta, but they lost 23-16 at home. Teddy Two Gloves was 27 of 37 with 313 yards. Cleveland is 4-1 on the year for the first time, in a really long time.
We're a year too late on the Browns.
Yeah, that's what. Keep that in mind. On everyone's sexy pick this year who may not perform, you'll get it the next time. So keep that in mind when you're going through your predictions. Phillip Rivers was 21 of 33, 243 yards, 0 TDs, and I have no idea why we had people on this morning on any ESPN radio saying that Jacoby Brissett should be starting over him because it's just because they lost. I mean, they were on the road. Indianapolis is still a good squad.
Yeah.
Cleveland's 4-1.
I'm trying to explain this to Calvin Reed, who doesn't know anything about football. Oh, my God. And he's Cleveland's terrible. Cleveland's terrible. I'm like, Calvin, Cleveland is not terrible.
No.
Cleveland is good. They have so many good players.
You know who's terrible? Atlanta.
Yeah.
Houston. Yeah,
his favorite team.
Houston. No, Broncos are his favorite team.
Oh, is that
Georgia's
what? That's right.
favorite.
That's right.
So it's a map. And we need Cal's we need a map up there. Here's what Cal likes.
Okay.
Houston, in Romeo Crennel's debut as a Houston coach, who now is the oldest coach to ever coach an NFL game at 73 years old.
Romeo Crennel is?
Well, he's no spring chicken. Don't we have men running for president that are 73, 74, 77?
They won their game 30-14. Gardner Minshew was 31 of 49 for 301 yards. D-Dub was 25 of 35 for 359 yards, 3 TDs. Kansas City Chiefs, Bomber.
I know. That was hard. First of all, that was a great game, though.
No, Patrick didn't look like Patrick.
Well, you know why? He's got a baby on the way. He's not sleeping. He's out getting pickles and peanut butter at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, he's not.
I know his nanny is, or his wait staff.
The same thing happened to Joe Mauer when he had twins.
Just let me live in my fantasy
world. Joe Mauer's
okay?
career took a really weird
when he
turn.
had a baby.
Twins.
What did I tell you? When he got engaged, what did I say?
Kids ruin everything.
Kids ruin everything. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. This is a bad omen.
For all the kids listening out there.
Sorry, I love you all, especially my two. Mommy, you're the best thing that ever happens to me.
Kansas City. What was that? They had what was it? How many in a row did they win at home? 14, 13 going into that?
14.
I don't remember.
They did not. I'm sorry. They did not look good that entire game.
No, they didn't. Off. But they also, the Raiders looked better than they usually do. I do think things would have been different
in the second quarter. I believe Patrick Mahomes dropped back, got hit, spun out of it, threw the ball down to Tyreek Hill at about the 8, and Raider defender, there was no pass interference. The argument was that he was going for all ball, but he clearly hit the. But it still would have, at best, a tie ball game. I don't know.
I thought it was going to go into OT.
The Jets lost again. Joe Flacco's back. That's a name. 18 of 33, 195 yards for the Jets in their loss. The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Philadelphia Eagles 38-29. That game was actually closer. Well, Pittsburgh was up. Philadelphia came back. And it was 29-31, and then Pittsburgh put a late score in there to cover spread. Cincinnati Burrows. I'm going to have to pull out stock of what I've done with Joe. He's only 19 of 30 for 183 yards. They lost 27-3. Vikings fans, you lost. You covered spread, though. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if that's enough.
Who's on the hot seat, Jay? Zimmer?
I think it's Zimmer. I really, really do.
Who else?
Just hold on. Let me finish up. Miami went on the road, East Coast to West Coast. They beat San Francisco 43-17. CJ was only 9 of 18 for 94 yards. Magic, 22 of 28, 350 yards, 3 TDs. And welcome back, Alex Smith. Like I said, it wasn't even that long. I said it higher. It was, how many years? It was 694 days. I don't know why I wouldn't know that. They only said it 6 million times on ESPN radio last night today. But the Rams just abused them 30-10 in Washington. Who is on the hot seat, T-Roy? I don't think it's Joe Judge in New York. And it's getting warm for Adam Gase. It is Mike Zimmer. 100%. Mike Zimmer is a guy.
What about McCarthy?
They're leading their division right now. But what do you want me to do? I don't care
That's
if they're
like
2 and
saying
3.
that you're the top turd in the toilet.
I completely understand that. I'm not a fan of the
Dibs.
NFC least division, but yes, he can be on there, but I don't know if Jones is going to take him out when you have no defense and you've lost your leader.
No, it's his fault. It's Jerry's fault.
So I think Zimmer is the one to be looking for right now on the hot seat, and I don't know if they're going to make that move, but let's see. I called for Bill O'Brien. I've been calling for Dan Quinn. Yeah, I'm ready to call for. If there's Viking fans out there that want me to, I'll put all my effort into calling for Mike Zimmer to be fired, because
Where's
right now
Eddie
I've
at?
got a good streak going.
I don't see him. He's
what
not
Eddie,
on there.
See what Eddie says.
I've got a
There's
good
no
streak
Eddie
going though,
right
getting
now.
people who who don't want to do it. So, do you think is Andy Dalton, before we go to break, is Andy Dalton your guy in Dallas? And I know you're going to say like, well, he is as of right now, but do you think there's a possibility that division rivals could work something out that Dwayne Haskins gets traded to the Cowboys?
Why would we want Dwayne Haskins?
Because he's better than Andy Dalton, or your backup? Who's your backup right now?
I have no idea.
It's yeah. I'm gonna pull it up. It's not who you would
Where
think.
does this come into your brain?
Dwayne Haskins is reportedly going to be traded by deadline by the Washington football team.
Well, he's certainly
So
mobile.
I'm thinking of a team that needs a quarterback, and what's fresh in my brain is an ankle that's going a direction that shouldn't be. In
Too
the Red
soon.
Rocket. That's where I'm getting to where I'm at.
Red Rocket's not going to live behind that O-line.
Tim Kavanaugh says no to Haskins. No,
Okay. No.
absolutely not. No.
Who else is out
Jameis
there?
Winston? Colin Kaepernick?
Oh my God! I'm leaving.
I mean,
Did that hurt?
I'm telling you, it. Hey, listen to me. One loss. If Andy Dalton doesn't pull this up, let me pull it. It's going to be coming up. Listen to me. Don't get mad. It's going to be brought up that they need a quarterback, and how dare that they not do that.
He's a first string quarterback on the video game right now, so maybe
Yes, he is. He's the number one out there. Ben DiNucci.
You know what? Do it.
Listen to me.
Just do it.
Here's the backup quarterback.
Lord.
Do it.
A 23-year-old rookie coming in at 6'2", 215 pounds from James Madison, Ben DiNucci is that now starting quarterback for your Dallas Cowboys.
Sounds like a mafia hitman.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like he's trying out for the Real World Road Rules Challenge.
Yes, he does.
So,
It's the Nooch. Ooh, I hope he comes in. So
True story.
we can just get there and call him the Nooch. It's Real World.
It's Real World,
I
yeah.
never heard that.
The Nooch.
It's either the Nooch or Kaepernick, huh?
Well, they haven't signed anybody, but hey, listen. Talking Head Radio. We know this so well. There's
Well, Andy
COVID,
Dalton's going to
Cowboys.
get crushed behind that O-line, right?
They can only talk about changing the schedule so much.
I mean,
the NBA championship is over with, and they're going to spread out. Is he the GOAT? Which, by the way, it's like on the ESPN front page is now the Jordan LeBron thing all over again. And then you have like a point counterpoint where someone's just like, the GOAT argument's over, done. But they can only spread out so long. T-Roy, here's my bold prediction going into week 7. Not this week. If Andy Dalton struggles or whatever else. Was Dallas on a bye this week?
No.
No? Where do I have Matt?
No, they got Arizona.
I just did guess. Oh, they're in trouble. I just did guess lines. All right. Well, when we guess the lines later, I guess we'll talk more about it. They lose this game. If the Red Rocket doesn't do anything, number one thing a week from today on the Talking
Well, they
Head,
got to sign
the
some
mothership,
D-backs and some
will be
something.
why have the Cowboys not contacted Colin Kaepernick? I guarantee it. Lock it in right now. Next week, that's what you'll wake up to.
Why the Cowboys and why Colin Kaepernick?
Because they need a quarterback.
Okay, but that's not the only team that needs a quarterback.
Who's in trouble right? Washington?
San Fran. He's got
Why
history.
haven't they all? You know what? I want him to get his job. I want him to be first string
San-
quarterback so that
San
he can
Fran.
prove to everyone that he's not first string. How about that?
No, I don't. We don't wish to anyone down.
I'm not
failure
wishing
or
down.
anything.
I'm not wishing failure. Wishing his own talent to shine is not wishing failure. He was a third string quarterback, correct?
When he went out,
Now he's getting this prestige or this this media coverage. Now he's
the
going to be
Washington
automatically
football team
more
does need
talented.
a quarterback. I mean, Alex Smith. That's borderline, like, I don't want to see this. Like, him getting hit. And I think he got sacked 4 or 5 times. Alex Smith did. And they're saying Kyle Allen's going to be the quarterback. But really, so San Francisco. But Jimmy G can come back, right? His ankle injury should be back soon. So it's the Washington football team, the Jets, Cowboys.
Why? What's wrong with Darnold?
He's got bench for Flacco. Like, it's Joe Flacco.
Then we'll take Sam Darnold.
Well, maybe they'll trade for him.
All right. I'll take Sam Darnold.
I mean, Joe Flacco is...
But they're going to want more for
He's
Sam.
Don Flamenco from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Nintendo, that's what he looks like.
Flacco?
Yeah. His hairline's
Don
receding,
Flamenco.
too.
I'm going to have to go home and play that game now. See what you're talking
Well,
about.
if you pay attention during the rounds, like his hairline recedes, Don Flamenco. And that's what Joe Flacco's every profile picture every year.
You know what they say about men, right? Every time you break a woman's heart, your hairline recedes an inch.
Oh.
He's broken a lot of hearts.
I guess so. Well, a name like Don Flamenco, though.
I mean, it's It's inevitable.
I don't know who else would. But the thing is if they don't sign, going back to what we talked about from the beginning of this, and the injury, and it's the Cowboys, and it's going to be something that's going to dominate once the season's over. If they don't pay him, someone is going to. And I'm telling you, Jacksonville's right there. For now, the Jets might be there to pay him. The Bears might be there to pay him. Someone's going to pay him.
I'm not going to pay him.
I'm just saying, if Jerry Jones says, like, what did you prove? You proved that you're brittle now? You're damaged goods?
I mean, we're all damaged goods. We all still deserve a paycheck. Right, Troy?
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I'm just generalizing. I'm bored with this conversation.
Yeah, we're going to move on.
Okay.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the ALCS,
What about our pick six?
the NLCS.
Oh, yeah, we got
we'll come
pick
over.
six.
We'll do our pick 6, see how we did, how Bomber did. We'll wrap up the NBA season, which I think it's great that everyone's saying, like, this is LeBron's most important. I say this is the least important one when it comes to my world, so I don't care. And well, that'll be my non-hot take or lukewarm take, because I don't think the room is really much like, NBA. But hey, they won their championship. They tied the Celtics.
The
for
NBA
the
still
most.
plays?
And not anymore. They're done for the year.
I thought they were done
But
anyway.
we're going to take a quick
of
break,
ratings.
and we'll be right back.
Sweet.
Don't hassle us for local here on ESPN 11. Say, we're going to play word association when we come back.
Okay.
Yeah. We got to give away our code words to win
I
cash.
just-
So during the break, go and download ESPN 1170 AM app. And when you go to that, you'll find a thing that says on there. It says win cash. Scroll down a little bit. Enter cash codes now. We're going to give you 10 words that you get every time you enter one word. You get in to enter to win $1,000. We give away 2 chances a day to win $1,000, and that'll also enter you in a $10,000. So during
my
our
favorite
break,
game ever.
ESPN 1170 AM will bring you the code words right when we get back.
I am supporting the tremendous Woody right now. Locally owned and operated in the Quad Cities since 1934, Tri-City Equipment has been your source for restaurant equipment and value there,
That's
Bobs.
right. I know.
That's
I
right,
love
man.
that.
You can get anything like kitchen cookware, refrigeration, utensils, you name it, classware, all that neat
What
stuff.
about for your own kitchen?
It's funny
Yeah.
because you can get that stuff too.
Wow.
And they have guarantees on labor and parts, 30 and 90.
I like that.
Exact. If you want to check it out online at tricityequipment.com, you can, or stroll on down to 527 West 4th Street in Davenport and check out their newly remodeled 2,400 square foot showroom with 1,600 items in stock. Leah, I don't even think you can count 1,600 in a day.
I can't. Not consistently, no.
It'd be tough to do in one day.
Definitely. Have you seen my hair
Wow.
color? It's blonde.
It's beautiful. And remember, Bombs, they will deliver to your home to all Quad Cities residents, and they match online pricing, so there's no need to buy from anybody big box. You buy from our friends at Tri-City Equipment. Give them a
straight to the
call
source.
today, 563-322-5382 for all the questions you may have. Once again, Tri-City Equipment, 527 West 4th Street in Davenport.
That was one of your best reads in all of October.
Thanks.
It was really good.
Sober October. That's why.
I liked how you throw in the stroll on down thing. That was good.
Yeah, I added that.
Yeah, you did. I'm telling you, it's one. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
thanks.
You like that? You like that?
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah. Woo!
This is Josh Sides, head coach, St. Ambrose University Esports. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're
This
Local.
fall, don't get left out in the cold when bidding on your favorite car with Arrowhead's online auto auction. Due to COVID-19 guidelines, we want everyone to stay safe and enjoy the excitement of a winning bid with a simple click of a button. Starting October 26th through November 14th, let your fingers do the bidding. For additional details, visit us at arrowheadyouth.org.
Bid early to get the car you want at an amazing price. Just head to arrowheadyouth.org.
Shanae and Golick Jr.
The NCAA is still in its old bag of tricks, and we've heard the president, Mark Emmert, say that a bubble is possible for some of the tournaments coming up, looking down the line to March Madness, and it's what makes more farcical the idea that the NCAA or any of the powers in the world of college athletics can look and tell us they're doing as much as they can for what we're about to see in college football. I was on the call for the first college football game this season as Central Arkansas and Austin Peay played, and while everyone involved did what they could, we know ultimately the powers in college sports are preventing the bubbling of athletes because they know what admitting that comes with. And so when they try and sell me that they're doing everything they can, I unfortunately can't believe it because they're already telling us and telling on themselves as they look forward toward the spring that the bubble might not only happen, but it is going to come with plenty of apparel you can buy, all in support of amateurism.
Shanae and Golick Jr., 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Which stage of life are you in?
I'm shopping for a new house and can't believe I'm a grown-up stage.
How on earth do people afford college stage?
Or
I never have to think about work again stage.
No matter which stage of life you're in, First Midwest Bank has the knowledge and experience to help you. Visit firstmidwest.com/everystage. You have plans, we have ideas. First Midwest Bank, momentum for life. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Circle Tap in Davenport is your place to catch all the action this football season. Enjoy $2 cans for every Iowa and Iowa State game and watch every NFL game with the NFL Sunday Ticket on one of their 16 flat screen TVs. Get $2 domestic cans and $6 pulled pork sandwiches and fries every Sunday. Book your holiday party now and enjoy the heated patio for your next event. Enjoy great food, great drinks, and great friends all season long at the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Play your game with the first bet risk-free, up to $500, only at Elite Sportsbook. Just sign up for a new Elite Sportsbook account and make your first bet online. If it is graded as a loss, we will match it with a free bet up to $500. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for a list of casino locations and sign up today. You will always be in the game with Elite Sportsbook. For a limited time only. Must be 21. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Tell Alexa to play ESPN 1170. This is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Don't Hassle Us, or Local, AM 1170. Appreciate everybody for listening. Remember, we are sponsored by our friends at Dunright Satellite and Dish, so make sure you get a hold of them. Our friend Kelly, 866-84-RIGHT.
All right, so the NFL, there are a lot of changes. That's the thing that we've been looking at and going over. Because the Bills and the Patriots got moved from Week 5 to Week 6, it changed
everything up.
It shifted the dates of 8 games involving 7 teams. So this is the first time they've had to really work on a scheduling puzzle because they refuse to be in bubbles. The NFL does. So here's the current adjustments. Like I just told you, the Patriots, the Broncos at the Patriots, Week 5 has been moved to Week 6.
This is gonna make me dizzy. You're not gonna.
It's okay. Just hold on. The Thursday night game was supposed to be Chiefs at the Bills.
Canceled it.
That has been moved to Monday night, Week 6. T-Ray.
Why is this happening?
Because there's changes all over. Because Chiefs Bills didn't have a game at the Tennessee and it got moved because they want a doubleheader on Monday night.
Oh,
Thursday. So
a lot of stuff going on.
The Jets and Dolphins have moved from Week 10 to Week 6. It's been bumped up. The Jets and Charger then has moved from Week 6 to Week 11. Jags at Chargers gone from week 8 to week 7. Chargers at Broncos week 11 to week 8. Chargers at Dolphins week 7 to week 10. And Dolphins at Broncos week 6 to week 11. All right, this is all the changes that they've had to make with all these outbreaks going on. So, but we get a doubleheader next week on Monday Night Football. And games will be starting at 4 o'clock and 7:15, huh?
It's very confusing. I'm very confused.
He says outbreaks, and I'm confused.
Well, they obviously they knew they were going to have to do this. They also threw in an 18th week of the regular season just in case, but it's a last resort thing. That's why they're moving things around.
So it's due to COVID.
Yes, there's COVID tests.
But don't they get tested? I mean, how can they test positive or negative and then test positive the next day?
I don't know.
Like, how does this doesn't seem suspect to anyone?
I don't even know what's going on.
I don't either. I know.
But what's the point of even trying to break it down, because it doesn't matter? I mean,
it doesn't make sense.
We're
regardless.
beating a dead horse over and over again that you're not going to get the answers that you're seeking. All right, it's the same thing. Why is my kid's school offering free flu shots?
They always do.
But my kids wear masks.
Why does Walmart offer you $10 or $20 or Hy-Vee, same thing, to get a flu shot? Because there's a quota to be met and there's profit to be made.
No, what I said, I told my daughter that. I'm like, why would you need a flu shot?
You don't. Absolutely not. I've never
Wear
had
a
one.
mask.
My kids have never had one. Yeah.
No,
that makes sense.
No. It's not about that you don't want to do a vaccine or you don't want to have a flu shot, parenting thing, whatever else. No, the answer is the world that we're living in right now. Why do they need a flu shot if they're wearing a mask?
Because a mask is not preventative against a virus. They're
that's what I'm saying.
They're contradicting themselves, and this is what people need to pay attention to. You're making my point for me.
I understand. What I'm saying is that no matter whatever conversation you have in, no one's going to give you the answers that you seek. They're not going to give you wisdom. They're not going to say and here is why. That's the problem, and that's what's going on here. The NFL is the same thing. Why aren't you in bubbles? Because we don't want to be. But it worked for the NBA and NHL because we don't want to be. Yeah. How can it be that one day you don't have and you do? Because that's the way it is. Mm-hmm. That's why we test every day. Oh, okay.
Oh.
How's the contact tracing going?
Who owns the test manufacturing companies? Let's trace that. Follow the money, baby. It all makes sense.
Follow the money.
Follow the money.
Well, hey.
What?
I know what we can talk about.
I do too. Something
you
else.
want to see how our pick 6 results turned out?
You want? Well, no. We told people we were going to do the win
can we
cash
do word
codes.
association after that?
No, we're doing it right now because the people took their time, the listeners, and they downloaded ESPN 1170 AM app, or they've already had it and they've already pulled it up on their phones and they're waiting for the words to enter in the cash code. Okay. Or they had like Bomber, they have a pen and paper and they're ready to go.
I'm ready to go. I need to win this money.
So the words for October 12th, 2020. So you write them down, enter them, go to the ESPN 1170 app, win cash, and you will be entered to win $1,000. Give away twice a day. And there's a big grand prize of $10,000 thanks to our friends at Necker's Jewelers. Word number 1. Then you're going to do word association, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Word number 1. Snail.
Pace.
SNAIL. Snail.
Slime.
Pace. And you say slime. Okay. Number 2. Walk.
This way.
WALK.
Home.
Walk home, walk this way. You say, okay, walk. Not like walk.
Walk away
Walk.
from the Democratic Party. Which I did.
Number 3, jog.
Oh, immediately I think 2 bras.
J-O-G. Jog.
Gotta wear 2 if you go for a jog.
Yog.
Don't they make sports bras?
They don't work when you're blessed, okay? Gotta wear 2 or 3 at a time.
My word's yog.
Yog.
That's
Okay.
a soft J.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, horse.
Is a horse, of course,
I can't say the word.
Oh.
It rhymes with it.
Yeah.
AOC.
HORSE. Horse. All right, number 5, barn.
Door.
Barnes and Noble, you said.
Wow, you went straight to books. I'm proud of you.
BARN. Number 6, fold.
10.
FOLD.
Close.
You said 10?
Tenfold.
Oh, all right. Oh, I got that there. Card. CARD.
Shark.
Card.
Ooh.
All right. Number 8, birth.
Butt. Bertha butt.
I said birthright.
That was my nickname as a kid because I had a bubble butt.
Birth. It reminds me of the movie Boomerang.
After birth.
After birth.
I name it after birth.
After birth. Okay. Number 9, balloon.
Animal.
Balloon.
Freshman 15.
And then finally
Hazel
string.
said I wanted a balloon yesterday 500 times. So then I kept going, hey, Daddy, you know what I want? I go, let me guess. A giraffe. No!
String. String.
Tampon.
I was going to say the same thing.
All right.
Jay's so grossed out.
Now we can look at our pick 6 from over the
All
weekend.
right. It was a rough week for everyone, I think. We had Merrick in the house. So the first game on the docket, we had the Vegas Raiders, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City was favored by 12.5. Troy and Merrick got that right. Philly at Pitt. Pittsburgh by 7. Jay and Troy got that right. Cincinnati at Baltimore. Baltimore minus 14. Only Merrick got that one correct.
Ugh.
Indy at Cleveland. Cleveland minus 1. Nobody got that right. The Giants at Dallas. Dallas minus 7.5. Only Jay got that right.
Mm-hmm.
And then Minnesota at Seattle. Seattle minus 9. Merrick, Troy, and Jay got that right. Merrick 3-3. Troy 3-3. Jay 3-3.
Leah 0 for 6.
And beautiful bombs.
You
Bringing up the rear.
You can't win them all.
You certainly can't.
You can't.
young lady.
You just can't.
But you know what? It's okay.
It's a good thing I didn't have any money on any one of them.
You
yeah,
tried.
I didn't even really try. It's all good.
All right.
Well,
I'm okay with my loss.
last night, the Lakers closed out the Miami Heat, and it wasn't even close. Like 106-93. They held them to 36 points in the first half. LeBron James has won a championship now with 3 different teams and won his 4th MVP final.
Mm-hmm. I saw it all over Facebook.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. I mean, Miami Heat team, it's the East hasn't been dominant. I think there's only been, since the 98 Bulls, I think there's only been maybe 4 champions out of the East. Maybe.
Well,
Celtics in 2008. Miami Heat won it in 2006. Cleveland. And, geez, is that it?
No. Toronto Raptors.
Toronto Raptors. There's your East. There's your 4.
Yeah.
They've done it since then. So the West is dominated. I don't get in too much into the debate, Jordan versus LeBron, nor do I care too much about it. I watched the NBA when it came back. I watched the first round, and on Friday night I watched Game 5 and was excited there was going to be a Game 6. But other than
I didn't watch any of it. Not one single game.
Watched a little bit just to see how Jimmy Butler was looking. But it was just kind of boring for me. Without fans, it would seem boring. And you know, my thoughts on Chenba right now. So
yeah, and
I've lost. You know, if there's I was rooting for Jimmy, but I expected LeBron to win.
Well, you know what I say, that I always think the NBA is on the forefront of things, getting fans involved, but I really think they're the ones that have been hurt kind of the most out of this.
Because they've segregated half of their fan base.
But I'm just saying, out of the COVID, not having fans in general in there or whatever else, I think they're actually hurt. And
it's more than just COVID, but yeah. They've alienated half of their fan base with social messaging and involving sports and politics. They shouldn't do that.
I think the thing with China hurt more than anything.
The contradictions of their messages is what hurt them most.
I mean, that of other things, I think that hurt them a lot. And then I think going head to head with the NFL was huge now. I mean, just
they've made bad decision after bad decision.
Well, they couldn't help going head to head with the NFL. That they had nothing to do with the virus.
And that's why they'll dial it back and probably start, like I said, and AC was on Thursday. Talk a little bit about that. They'll start around Christmas time, maybe a little after, and they'll end right before the season kicks off if they're smart, which they're smart enough to. I was excited to see the Yankees lose in Game 5 to the Rays on Friday night. The Rays played the Astros yesterday. They beat the Astros 2-1. Blake Snell got the win on that, so the Rays are now up 1-0. They will play again today, 3:07 the first pitch. Lance McCullers is on the mound for Houston. Charlie Morton will be for the Rays. And then tonight at 7:08, Atlanta versus the Dodgers.
Who you taking, Leah?
Dodgers.
Jay?
Man. I can't wait for this thing to go to a 7th game, Atlanta versus the Dodgers, and watch Dave Roberts try to mismanage this thing. 35-25 Atlanta versus 43-17 Dodgers. I don't want to see the Dodgers. I'd rather see Atlanta. I'd rather see Atlanta, Tampa Bay than Dodgers. I know Dodgers, Houston is a lot of fun.
I'll take Braves Rays.
I'll take Braves Rays too, just because that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
But I will be excited when this goes on to Game 7 and Dave Roberts mismanages this game. Rick Renteria has been let go as manager of the White Sox, so there's an opening there.
I'm going to go apply.
You should.
I'm going to play it. I mean, kind of. Not really, but a little bit.
And R.I.P. to Joe Morgan, who passed away as well at 77 years old. So.
Aww.
I know. But, yeah, I mean, it's that's the thing that's been tough, though, is trying to figure out. I mean, I was talking to somebody yesterday. I went to watch some games at Pints, and he was asking me about the show, and I was asking him about what he's following, and he was like, if it's on, it's on. And I think that's where we're at with the NBA, and the NFL is just so gosh darn hard to follow along, like what they're going to do. And then the NCAA.
What about the WNBA? You guys caught any of those games?
The Seattle Storm won, and I was happy for them.
Why are you looking at me like that?
What do you mean?
I didn't know they were playing.
I didn't either.
But
it's so mean, Troy.
What?
I'm the one laughing.
It's over. But
I didn't.
The AP Top 25 poll, which is it's one of these things
I have
like
no
they,
interest in it.
they release this stuff, and it's kind of like, all right,
They
whatever.
compare
I mean,
themselves
Big Ten
to
hasn't even
to
played
the NBA.
yet.
I think it's hilarious.
Ohio State is number 6. They haven't played yet. Somehow Minnesota is number 24. They haven't played yet. Michigan's number 19. Wisconsin's number 16. They haven't played yet. Hawkeyes are not ranked. Oregon is at 12. Penn State is at 9. No, Hawkeyes are not ranked, according to the AP Football
How
Top
are they not
25 poll.
ranked? They're just that bad, huh?
Who knows?
LSU lost again. This is the first time that a defending champion has not been ranked the following season since 2011. North Carolina is in the top 5. This is where you know things are getting haywire. That when North Carolina is in the top 5. Congratulations to Mac Brown. Florida lost to Texas A&M. And now the coach of Florida is asking the president of Florida, the chancellor, to open up to 100% capacity of the stadium because Texas A&M had a very large crowd. And he said it made a big difference in their games because Florida has opened up everything.
Mm-hmm.
The chancellor and the president, chancellor-president, has said to the coach, we're going by the same protocols we've been going by. But yeah, he gets a loss, and immediately he's like, that's it. I want all the doors open. I want the gates to be open. We want to get people in there.
Which needs to happen all over the country.
Huh?
Open back up. Everybody, just open back up.
Alabama survived a game against Ole Miss. Nick Saban improved to 21-0 against his former assistants. And the Red River Shootout was the highest scoring game in history. It was 53-45 in 4 overtimes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma wins.
That's a great game.
Yes.
Yes.
Oklahoma 53-45. Thank you.
Oklahoma.
But, yeah, I mean, that's what's going on. There was a big kick knockout in UFC, but I was busy.
Dude.
Oh, you saw that spinning back kick?
Holy.
That dude was knocked out.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen anyone
Dude, he was
knocked
knocked out, and he was standing up still, and he was like...
He didn't know what to do.
No, he was out. He was out, and then...
Yeah, he was like...
out on his feet, and then just slowly fell backwards.
That was brutal.
And this weekend, I actually I have a
Yes,
message.
we have the fights.
We have down
this
at the
weekend.
Can I pull it up and watch
Rumble
it?
at the... What's it? It's
River
Caged
Center.
Aggression?
Yep, Caged Aggression.
Are you doing anything with that?
I am going to be a commentator again, I believe. I'm doing the online aspect of it all, yes.
Right. I know that our friend Jeff has asked that we bring in Mike or whatever, and I think Sean West will come in too. They want to have him come in, so
here we go.
Means more than welcome to come in. So
well, we had a few ideas too to add to it this time, so I will be able to go back. I think is what we discussed, and maybe talk to the fighters pre-fight and maybe post-fight. We'll see what happens. But, it's kind of crazy when it's all happening and it's all going down.
Don't they already do that? Like interview in the cage afterwards?
No, they do that with the ring.
Yeah.
What do you call him? The ringmaster,
Yeah,
I
whatever,
guess.
ring announcer. Yeah.
Yeah, him. But no, as far as like me being a just a reporter going back and asking how they feel beforehand, talking to them while they're warming up, while they're getting laced up, while they're getting ready to go fight.
I don't want to talk to you beforehand.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe
Maybe
you.
after.
They wouldn't want to talk to me. They'd be like, "Get out of here, beat it, geek." So, and I don't blame him at all. We gotta take our second. We gotta take our second break of the hour.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we come back. We gotta prep and get ready for our.
You hand me the papers, babe.
Our week 6 pick'em. Time to play the game. We're gonna do that at the top of the hour. It is currently me 3, T-Roy 2, and we're gonna do our.
And what am I? 0.
No, you tell us what the line is because look at the
because
line.
I'm not qualified.
You remember you've
to
done this
guess.
before, right? I mean, I know you did 2 weeks
Your
ago.
cell phone's off.
What are you doing over there?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Oh my gosh.
Oh lordy.
All right. We'll be back, and we're gonna get ready to do week 6 guess the line, so you guys can play along.
All right, everyone. Done Right TV and Security Solutions is proud to be your Dish premier local retailer. Use Dish as voice remote to search live TV. Over 80,000 on-demand titles, Netflix at the same time. Done Right has all of the products you need to turn your home into a smart home. Not only do they have state-of-the-art products, they even have their own installation experts for TV mounts, wireless networks, home theaters, security systems, and more. Call 866-84-RIGHT today to get the package that is right for you. Netflix streaming membership required. Voice remote requires internet-connected hopper. Restrictions do apply. Once again, that's Done Right TV and Security Solutions at 866-84-RIGHT.
You like that?
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
This is Randall, the QC hot dog guy. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
The biggest names in sports, coming to your mornings.
Bill Belichick, the 6-time Super Bowl champion, is here.
Morning, Coach Bill B.
Great to hear your voice. Congratulations on the show here, and I know you're going to provide a lot of great insight for the fans and even the people in the league. Nobody knows what's going on more than you do.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Introducing First Midwest Bank's newest branch, your home. With our online banking and mobile app, it's easier than ever to make a deposit from the dining room, pay bills from the patio, or get alerts in the loft. The convenience of First Midwest Bank, right from your own home. Visit firstmidwest.com/convenient to get started today. First Midwest Bank, momentum for life. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Kendrick Perkins.
Max, you argued me down on First Take about how good of a player Chris Middleton was.
No, I didn't.
And I told you, yes, you did. And I told you that he wasn't that type of guy, right?
But he did
play. Oh, I'm making stuff up. Do I
argued for Chris Middleton? No, I said Chris Middleton should be at best the third best player on a championship team. You need another dude who can go get his own shot and do it on a higher level than Middleton if you want to pair him with Giannis to win a championship. I never said anything different than that. I wasn't thinking the Bucks were going to win a title this year.
So did you have a bus coming out of the East?
Yep. I sure did. Shut up, Perk. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Meet Carla.
Hi there.
Carla's 4 daughters keep her pretty busy.
Oops.
Casey's new curbside pickup makes life easier for Carla.
Pizza!
And saves her an extra trip to the grocery store. Now, you can add grocery items like bread, drinks, and snacks to your online pizza order, and we'll bring them right to your car with curbside pickup. And for a limited time, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Casey's, here for convenience, here for new curbside pickup, here for good. Available at select locations only.
I've seen the worst things that can possibly happen. This isn't even close to that.
He's back on your radio. Greeny.
I have always felt basketball is a game where the team that has the best player wins. The Lakers would have the 2 best players.
Greeny, covering the top stories with the biggest names. Plus, breaking news.
Only in football do we wonder this aloud, and I just thought it was worth spelling out all of the ways in which Brady changed everything.
Greeny, weekdays at 11 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
I'm with Axel, the Malamute from the Midwest Animal Assisted Therapy and Education Organization Community Outreach Center at North Park Mall. It looks like you're on the hunt, Axel. You're looking for someone special and their animal friend to volunteer at the Community Outreach Center? Looks like you found someone. Excuse me, Axel would like to know if you and your animal friend would like to help at the Community Outreach Center at North Park Mall. Relax, reset, and recover from the effects of COVID-19 and other feelings people are facing as our lives continue to change. He says don't worry if you don't have any experience. He'll be happy to assist you and your animal friend to prepare to help others. I'll be sure to tell them. Axel is very glad to have found you. So if you and your animal friend would like to help people at the Community Outreach Center at North Park Mall, text the word volunteer to 641-781-0825 or go to covid19esa.org for details. Amazing, Axel. You sniffed him out right over the radio.
Janae and Golick Jr.
The NCAA is still in its old bag of tricks, and we've heard the president, Mark Emmert, say that a bubble is possible for some of the tournaments coming up, looking down the line to March Madness, and it's what makes more farcical the idea that the NCAA or any of the powers in the world of college athletics can look and tell us they're doing as much as they can for what we're about to see in college football. I was on the call for the first college football game this season as Central Arkansas and Austin Peay played, and while everyone involved did what they could, we know ultimately the powers in college sports are preventing the bubbling of athletes because they know what admitting that comes with. And so when they try and sell me that they're doing everything they can, I unfortunately can't believe it because they're already telling us and telling on themselves as they look forward towards the spring that the bubble might not only happen, but it is going to come with plenty of apparel you can buy, all in support of amateurism.
Shanae and Golick Jr., 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170. When you're listening to the best sports talk, you know you found your sports leader. ESPN 1170 AM.
You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local here on ESPN 1170 AM. Thank you for tuning in. If you just are tuning in, you missed the code words for the cash contest. We'll give you those right after we come back from break in the second hour after we do the noon games when we guess the lines. But first, I want to tell you guys about Just Doors QC. My friend Paul is the owner, and he's the guy that you should call. Better call Paul at 309-657-8541 for everything that you need to do to increase your home value. Or keep in mind, although the weather may be nice right now, the winter months are coming, and there's going to be a draft underneath your door. A nice front door will add immediate curb appeal, and you can give a little return value on your home and ease the price of that heating bill. So keep that in mind as you're doing all this stuff, all right? So it's Just Doors QC. Go to their Facebook page, see the before and after photos. Make sure while you're there to like and follow them. That's my buddy Paul. He's the owner at Just Doors. It's at 309-657-8541. Give him a call there, and he'll take care of anything you need, including exterior and interior work. Great dude, and keep a lookout for the ambulance, the red ambulance driving around town. All right, so here we are going on. We're going into week 6 here. We're going to play the game, guess the lines, but just to remind everybody how it works is that we look at the games, and then we guess the lines at a time. I haven't looked at anything. I know we do this every week. I tell you guys how this started. We've been doing this show now. This is our 3rd year here in the studio. We did it when it was podcasting. We did it at lunch at Governor's before that. And now we're here. We're still doing it. We're guessing lines. And yes, this is one of 100 things that I've taken from Bill Simmons. Him and Cousin Sal do it, and that's also the hardest thing because I'm a creature of habit.
No.
That I like to listen to podcasts when I work out and not listening to Bill Simmons and Cousin Sal on a Monday morning. T-Roy.
Yeah.
It's not easy for me to do.
Because you don't want to cheat.
Yes, because I would not do that. And then they've done, you know what else they've done?
What do they do?
CBS moved Big Brother to Monday nights instead of Sunday, which on Monday normally would fill in the fix where I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to the recap from Rob Has a Podcast show, which I should be a guest on that. But
Is there a Big Brother podcast? Like, can you listen
that's
to
what
it? Okay, so it's
Recap.
not just a show. You don't have to.
There's
just...
a lot of them actually.
Oh,
and then a lot of these former guests go on to
I
like,
don't
or
doubt
these
it.
house guests or whatever, go on to create their own podcast and talk about stuff.
Okay.
But I only listen to Rob Has a Podcast.
Was it time to play the game?
It will be soon, but I also want to explain something else. I'm gonna take my time here to talk get my frustrations out because my daughter's tired of me talking about Big Brother. Okay, if you go on Big Brother,
I'm rooting for Christmas.
Okay, if you go on Big Brother though,
I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what
you
you're
would
talking
not
about.
be able to wear. I would not be able to wear a pint shirt.
Right.
They put like masking tape over it,
They
don't
will,
they?
yep.
Yes.
You would not be able to wear the Cowboys logo.
Okay.
But you can wear NCAA because it's not the same. They're making money, but they're not. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get really frustrated by this person on the show, Nicole. She keeps wearing a shirt that says Coco Caliente. But that's the name of her podcast that she has with her fiance.
Yeah,
And
how is that not?
I'm furious about it.
Yeah,
Because I'm
that's
like,
not
this is
fair.
not right.
You know what? She's
Who wears that
probably.
shirt?
Her name's Nicole.
She's got the ins with
She's
the
gonna get
producers.
thrown out.
I hope
no,
so.
she's not. If they're not covering it or they're not
No,
catching it, then they're responsible.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, because she gets whatever she wants, by the way.
You know why?
No,
She's
she gets
doing-
whatever she wants. She like actually didn't like the people that were going to be on the show. She's like, I'm not playing with this person. Our friend of our show, Derek, who's actually been on the show, was like kind of blacklisted by her. I don't like her.
I think she's got some pull, and women,
She does,
Women who
for
have
no
pull
reason.
like that, they've got a way to get it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
I'm
just saying
gonna
it's not
throw
fair.
that out there.
So what I am going to do is I'm going to send a message to Rob Has a Podcast because I want to hear my question on the air. Because I also said like he did like a tweet that I wrote to him, but he didn't put it on his podcast. Was like, how did Fitness fall off the balance beam? I mean, come on, she's a CrossFit lady.
Who's CrossFit?
Christmas is her name, but I call her CrossFitness.
Because
Don't
you're
that's
Jay
the last
Foster.
time you're going to badmouth Christmas.
I know. That's going to be the last.
Christmas
time.
is hot, by the way.
It's going to be the last.
I have no
time.
idea what you guys are talking
Listen,
about.
she's mine.
She's not.
You
hot.
can
I
have
saw-
her. I'm
I
not
seen her
gonna,
first.
She's not
gonna
hot.
Fight you.
All right. So
I don't watch any of this.
I only watch debates.
No, I watch Real Housewives. Okay.
Did you wrap that up? Your whole thing? Married at First Sight?
Yeah.
You wrapped up? Okay. Anyway, it is going to be week 6 guess the lines. You guys can play along. You can, on the Harrington Club Facebook comment thread, you can make guesses. We'll see how you guys do and see if you guys can do better than us.
All right.
We do this every week. Bomber, do you have the lines?
I have the lines, Foster.
Okay. Pull up. I hid mine. I always hide mine there because I think T-Ray is going to cheat. So I get them done and then I hide them.
Terrible.
Saying you're to slap people, now you're saying you're a cheater?
Yeah.
Gosh, you're a
Well,
terrible.
I mean, if you're down 3-2,
person.
you would want to get a little
I'm
leg
really
up to
down
tie
a
it up.
lot, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Week 6. Houston is at Tennessee.
All right, gotta find it.
The Houston Oilers are going to where they were, and then Houston Oilers moved to Tennessee. Now they're Houston Texans are going to the old spot where they were, type of thing. Houston Oilers moved to Tennessee. Yeah. It's a grudge match. Yeah. AFC South battle.
I'd say loser leaves town, but the loser already left.
This isn't a loser leaves town.
I know, I'm just teasing.
This is actually a good game.
You think?
Tennessee has a week off. Houston D-Dub. This is basically, wouldn't this be D-Dub's way of like auditioning for any coach out there to be like, I'm really good. I just had a really bad coach. I mean, he put some numbers
Well, he
up
already
yesterday.
won last week.
Yeah, well, he put
Or
numbers
yesterday,
up.
I should say.
Yeah. I mean, what? He put up 350? Is that what it was? I don't know. I know I read it off earlier in the first hour, but yeah, 359, 3 TDs, 25 of 35. This is his audition. Like, if you want to be if you're a good coach and you want to come somewhere, but it's at Tennessee. Tennessee's had the time off. because of COVID. Actually, I have this
not necessarily a good thing.
I have this line pretty high, higher than people would think. I have Tennessee at -7.
I got them at 7 in the hook.
What do you mean?
I have them 7.5.
Wow. Do you know what do we have?
I do. I do know what it is. It is -4.5.
Wow, Jay, you get that.
Tennessee -4.5.
That's a gotta. But there's not a lot of players out there that make your ears perk up. Names that had COVID. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the facility was shut down. Facility.
Okay, but are you facility?
Correctional facility.
Are you saying that if somebody comes back from COVID, they're not going to be able to play up to their potential?
I'm saying the names of that you'd be like, oh my goodness, this person.
Yeah, but that's don't do that, because people who have tested positive have 0 symptoms and they are affected nil. So you can't just assume.
That's not what Jay's saying, Leah.
Okay, well, explain to me.
I like Tennessee.
Jay's saying that the people that have been quote unquote tested positive are not big names. So there's no reason for the line to be that low.
Okay, that makes more sense. I got you.
I'm
Thank
actually
you for
okay. I'm actually
clarifying.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with Tennessee.
Get all those slowly.
I like D-Dub and everything, and I actually like Tennessee here in 4.5 a lot.
Oh yeah, I do too.
All right. Well, the Denver at New England game, we already did that last week. They moved that here, there, all around, and so that one gets crossed off.
Mm-hmm.
But Cincinnati
It says Narcotics Anonymous on the spread.
Cincinnati at Indianapolis.
Okay.
Well,
Jay, even though the Colts are coming off a loss,
yeah,
when he did
I
that,
don't know. I feel like
you can still see through the paper.
Yeah, you're rubbernecking over there.
I cannot see a thing. I took Indy -9 here.
Yeah, we're paddling close to the same boat.
Ooh.
I took Indy -8.
What is it?
Foster's going to take this one. It's Indy -7.5.
I really thought I was going to get a star there too, though.
Oh, so close. Okay. So close yet so far.
Yeah. All right. Atlanta at Minnesota.
Man,
we couldn't be. I just looked at your sheet. We couldn't be further off.
Well,
we could be further off. But.
One hot seat to another.
Yeah.
I got Minnesota -7.5.
Raheem Morris comes back to coaching for the Atlanta Falcons, traveling to Minnesota, though. Say it again. What do you have?
7.5, Minnesota.
Oh, we're not that far off, but I mean, we are. I have Minnesota -4.
Ooh. Troy's going to take this one with -6.5. Minnesota.
Nah, I think that's a bounce back game for Atlanta.
No way.
I think they're going to make that within 4.
Minnesota wins that.
That's going to be like, it's going to be like a 31-27 game.
Minnesota wins that by 10.
Extreme predictions for week 6. Minnesota wins 31-27.
Dude,
I'm telling you right now.
I'll tell you who needs
tell you
who needs Dak Prescott. Minnesota Vikings, Eddie. He's better than Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I think they know that. No.
Yeah. I mean, Dalvin Cook is the beast. They got
he's
some
no
receivers,
Christmas,
too.
though.
Oh, he's no Christmas.
He's no Christmas.
Love me some Christmas.
Is that her real name?
Yeah, that's her real
name. Lord. Okay. Moving on.
She's a present, too.
Yeah, her daughter's name is Loyal Atticus.
Shocker.
It's a good name.
Yeah, it's great.
She had a dog.
Atticus is a great name. It's from one of my favorite books, To Kill a Mockingbird.
It is my favorite book, by the way.
It is my favorite one of mine.
And
Atticus,
that's why I named the dog Atticus, because I knew that no woman was going to allow me to name my kid Atticus.
It's a book that is now banned in the United States.
It's not banned.
It's banned in schools.
What school?
It's banned in public schools. It is
not banned. They just don't. They just say don't put it out there because of the.
Don't put
N-word.
it out there equals banned. They're not allowed to research it in schools
They
anymore.
highly suggest not putting it
Why?
out.
Because it makes people uncomfortable. That's the
great
point
book.
of the book. It's the
great
point of the book.
It's a great
Teaches about racism. It's a beautiful
Rarely
book.
is a movie as good as a book, and it's right up there. Those two could
that
duke
book
it out.
Is amazing.
Well, anyway,
Anyways,
the Washington football team is traveling to New York to take on the Giants.
Okay.
I have that spread, Jay, at -5. Giants.
Okay.
Kyle Allen is going to start. Danny Dimes. Nope. I've got the Giants at -3.5.
What do you got?
Ooh, -3 Giants.
Wow.
Really?
I'm really shocked by that. I actually liked your 5 more than I liked my 3.5, to be honest with you.
You were closer.
Thanks, Bomber.
You're welcome,
I think it works,
Atticus.
but yeah, the Giants on a neutral field, that is the Meadowlands. I mean, geez, they don't play the Meadowlands anymore, do they? Where do they play?
I don't know.
Not sponsored by something, but are the Giants only 3 points better because they're at home? I guess gave 3.5 because I really thought you were going to go -3. Honestly, that's why I did 3.5.
Change again.
I didn't want to tie.
I thought the Giants were a team better. I thought they were a 2-point better team. I don't know. I think they're a better team than Washington right now, but what do I know? All right, Baltimore at Philly. Jay Bird, what do you got?
All right, the Baltimore Ravens at Philly. I don't know what's going on with Philadelphia at all. I mean, they were down. They came back against Pittsburgh. Baltimore, 27-10 winners. 27-0 winners? 27-10 over Cincinnati. Because I went a little bit lower because it's on the road. Baltimore -8.
Yeah, I did Baltimore -6.5. We're close.
Jay's going to take this one. Baltimore -7.5.
Doing pretty well.
Or you. I blew him out last week. That's all right.
You blew your what?
No.
I blew him out last week.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, it's coming.
Mine's on Christmas. That's why your mind is preoccupied with Christmas.
Went on a roll last week.
I'm going to go on a roll right here.
Pay attention.
Cleveland at Pittsburgh. 4-1 Pittsburgh. 4-0 for the first time, T-Roy. Do you know how long it's been since they've been 4-0?
The Steelers?
Yes. This doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I really am shocked by this. 4-0 for the first time since when?
Man, you're making it sound like it's been a long time.
Yeah, I guess I really sold it.
1978?
Yes.
What?
Yes, they did it in 78 and 79 back to back.
How did you remember that?
God, you guys are ridiculous. 4-0 for the first time since 78-79 when they won back-to-back Super Bowls.
You guys should have a radio show.
I know.
It's crazy.
You guys don't know what they're talking about.
It's crazy.
You guys are idiots. Can't believe this stuff. That they put you on the radio. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so...
all that. Stick that in your keister.
Yeah, stick it. Pipe. Smoke it.
4-1 versus 4-0. AFC North. I have Pittsburgh -6.
I got a -6.5.
Ooh.
Foster's going to take this one again.
On the head?
Nope.
Oh.
Pittsburgh -4.
Oh.
Really? Come on, man.
Wow.
Terrible.
Have a day, Chase Claypool. 7 receptions for 110 yards, 4 total TDs. Not bad for the kid from Notre Dame and a rookie, right?
Mm-hmm. Big Ben's got him some weapons.
That's just what the Steelers do. And we said it with Calvin on, I think, Wednesday when I was like, I think he said the Steelers. I'm like, they just find 7th-round receivers and make them millionaires. Like, they make them millionaires.
Yeah.
Whereas the New England Patriots take 5'7" white kids, gym rats, and put them in the slot. Steelers just find 7th-round receivers and make them really, really good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Your Bears.
Not enough points here.
Your Bears at Carolina.
There's not enough points to justify what the line should be.
Well, I want to hear what you got.
Bears going to Carolina.
Yep.
Teddy Two Gloves looks good for Carolina. Bears have extra rest, but the Bears are not favored on the road. They should be, but they're not.
Uh-huh.
It's a -3 Carolina.
I got -4 Carolina.
Ooh, Foster takes this one again.
Gosh darn it all!
Carolina -2.5.
Carolina is not 4 points. Come on.
Whatever, they are too. Watch them work the Bears. It's going to be funny.
No.
I'm getting destroyed.
The Bears are doing really well.
I have to win the rest of them.
Last game we're going to have before we take a break.
I have to win the rest of them or I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Lions at Jacksonville.
Oh, God.
I'm going to Jackson. Where you going, Troy?
I can't remember the words.
Welcome to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
I've been looking looking for a woman since Pupper Pelly here and down.
It's close, but it's not close enough.
Picking on my nose
We've
like a
been talking
booger.
about Jackson ever since the sun went down. I'm going to Jackson.
I hate it
I'm
here.
going to mess around. Look out, Jackson.
There you go.
Pretty good. I think that sounds
Took
good.
a shot of cocaine in. I shot my woman down.
Yeah, I don't think that's
no.
That's definitely. not
I've
the
got
lyrics.
Jacksonville. Now I want to bump it up a little bit more after that great rendition of that. I've got Jacksonville favored in this game against Detroit -5.
I got Jacksonville -1.5.
You're both wrong.
Thank
Detroit -3.5.
So I win by default?
I would say so.
Why is Detroit,
I don't know.
outside of that they haven't played, they're on bye week or whatever else, why is Detroit favored on the road against Jacksonville?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Mm.
I mean, because that guy's on. If it hadn't been for the bye week, that guy'd be on the hot seat this week.
Yeah, Matt Patricia would have been on the bye, and yes.
Well,
Why?
Jay, this is the beginning of my comeback.
All right, Jay.
No.
Here we go, Jay.
Matt Stafford,
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Lions.
Yep.
Go after that. T.J. Hawkinson, go. Name someone, and it can't be Barry Sanders.
Oh,
who plays for the Detroit Lions?
Kerryon Johnson.
right.
You got.
No. And then my turn. Kenny Galladay.
Yeah.
Okay, now you gotta go.
Marvin. No.
Martian.
Shoot. Another wideout. Dang on it.
Yeah.
I know his name. It's just on the tip of my tongue. I'll give you another one. Adrian Peterson.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
You guys were just talking about him earlier today.
Yeah, come on, go.
No. You win everything. You win from. Come on. There's no way
He
that
said
they
you
should
win
be
all
favored.
of the things.
No, you win. You win this. The who names it? I'm out of Detroit Lions players.
Okuda.
Matata.
That's what I would have. Yeah, that's a good word association. There's no way at all. Like they should be favored on the road. That's gonna be. What did you say it was? What was it? 2.5?
3.5.
Yeah. Where am I at? Where am I?
3.5.
Oh yeah, it's -3.5 Detroit Lions.
I gotta throw them in a money line parlay.
We're gonna take a break.
Yes, we have to take a break, and we'll finish up. We have 5 more games, including the doubleheader on Monday. I don't know, and we'll probably spend a good 3 minutes of me talking about doubleheaders on Mondays, because I'm smart.
Because it's what you do.
Well, I mean, it's just kind of obvious what they're doing right now. They're listening to the show and saying, like, you know what? And that's why they're flirting with.
should do.
You know what you should do. And they're flirting
Listen
with Tuesday
here,
now,
Shawnee.
right now, because there's no Tuesday night action. So I like what's going on here.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, well, let me talk to the Quad Cities for a second. Let me tell them to stop going to their favorite social media sites, asking for suggestions on where to get your oil changed. I need mine changed right now. Who does the best tattoo work or the best place for lunch in the Quad Cities? Everyone knows it's Vans. Pick up your Locals Love Us Guide QCA edition. It has an easy-to-navigate table of contents to help you find whatever you are looking for. Or you can go to their website at localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and then browse favorites. It is so easy to use, and they even rank the most popular places for you. Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
Hey, this is Dorf with Dancing with the QC Stars. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us for Local.
From lines of credit in Chicagoland to equipment finance loans in the Quad Cities to better cash flow in Milwaukee. First Midwest Bank is committed to using our local knowledge and ideas to help our clients get their business momentum back. Visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. You have plans, we have ideas. First Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
If you're talking, they will hear you every single time.
Oh, we're getting killed.
Yeah, well, Kyle's not here.
How come?
Kicked off the team. Didn't Tim tell you? Kyle and some other kids got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Come on, it's a first offense, right?
That we know of. But why should that matter? He knew not to drink. I've made it clear to Matt that's what we expect from him. What have you said to Tim?
Nothing really. You know, a lot of kids try it at this age, so...
Yeah, well, a lot of kids don't try it too. I'm not saying that Matt's going to be this perfect kid, but if I don't tell him what we expect and why he shouldn't drink, how's he going to know?
You think kids that age really listen?
They never admit it, Bill, but they hear more than you think.
Talk. They hear you. For more information about talking with kids about underage drinking, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Matthew.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for never giving up and always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for letting me know what you expect, so I can try to meet your expectations.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
The holidays are right around the corner. Don't stress out finding that perfect gift for that hard-to-buy someone on your list. Shop Premier Metal Art. They do custom engraving on items like tumblers, promotional items, and other custom gifts. They even do holiday decor and family namesakes. These multi-layered, full-color, powder-coated metal art items are a must-have this holiday season. Customize your man cave or purchase a gift for a sports fan, a first responder, or even a veteran. Order now online at qcpremier.com or on Facebook. Finish your holiday shopping today.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
Score a touchdown on your next new or used purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered the big game each and every time. You'll be treated like a pro player from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a strong bench of mildly used vehicles too. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
Limitless Male Medical is now open in Duck Creek Plaza in Bettendorf. Our physicians, PAs, and RNs have helped thousands of men get their life back. Do you suffer lack of motivation, loss of muscle mass, increased body fat, low libido, depression, and just have nothing left in the tank? Get checked for low testosterone. Feel at ease to discuss your low testosterone or ED with the men's health experts. Schedule online at limitlessmale.com. Insurance accepted.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport.
No.
Yes.
I am back.
We're arguing as usual.
I'm back. Wow.
I'm kicking Leah right on out of here. You get out of here, lady.
He ain't kicking nothing.
I have a fork.
But kicking the bucket when it comes to these picks because he is not doing well.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna go on a 5-game winning streak right now. It will be 6 to close out and win. So there you go. How do you like them apples?
I don't eat apples.
Good. All right, Bird. We ended.
5-game.
Yeah, we ended with me getting the getting it right by default. Detroit was favored by 3.5 at Jacksonville. We still don't know why. And then we're moving on.
Mm-hmm.
The toilette. The New York Jets, booming with pride, traveling on down to Miami, just slapped the San Francisco 49ers around at home, of all things. 3:05 afternoon game, Jay. Who do you got?
I like your announcing 3:05 afternoon game. I have Miami -9.
Daggone it all.
You tied?
We're going to tie. So I can't beat him.
Nope.
I can only hope for a tie.
I can't even find it.
Okay.
Not down there?
No, Miami's not on here.
Let me see.
That doesn't... Did something come up with Miami? Let me see. I can see something came up from Miami that maybe they've... While we're on the air, they got a vid scare?
Oh.
No, they didn't. No. Everything should be fine. It should be on there.
Let me go back. Let me go back to one more. Let me see. Hold on a second, Jay.
No, you're fine. I'm doing the same thing here. We'll just talk with the people here.
No, it's not on that one either. My Lord.
Where'd Miami go?
Viva la Miami.
All right, we'll put that on hold for now.
Put that on hold. Well, it was a
weird.
tie either way.
That was weird.
All right.
Let me get her back to where she was.
It's fine. Green Bay at Tampa Bay. Ooh, the Battle of the Bears. This is a fun game.
Oh, no.
And I think everyone's going to agree to that. I said that Ian Rappaport, now, I don't know if this is true, and I didn't do a big enough dig into Twitter or whatever else. Ian Rappaport put on Thursday night that Tom Brady didn't know it was 4th down, and he threw his helmet when he got into the locker room and told his teammates, like, how come someone didn't tell me it was 4th down? And apparently one of his teammates, Tampa Bay, said, well, you've been playing this league for 20 years.
Shouldn't you know when it's 4th down?
The other thing, apparently, that Nick Foles of the Bears, reported by Ian Rappaport on Twitter, Nick Foles of the Bears walked into the locker room of Tampa Bay after the game and said, you didn't shake my hand again, because after they lost in the Super Bowl, he didn't do it. And he was saying, you didn't shake my hand again, do it next time, and said, for lack of better words, I'm your daddy, and laughed at him.
Tom Brady said this.
No, Nick Foles said it to Tom Brady, because Nick Foles was the quarterback of the Bears when they won on Thursday night in Tampa, and Tom didn't shake his hand. And then,
they're children.
Yes, they act like children.
Children. We all know Tom Brady's a big crybaby, but now Nick Foles falls in that category as well. Like, why stoop? It's not hard to be above Tom Brady in your reactionary behavior. So we still can't find it. Okay, somebody just commented on the thread that the game got switched, and Miami is on a bye now.
I pulled that up. All right, so I pulled it up, and it's still on still up there on ESPN. I pulled up the schedule earlier in the show. So let's see. Jets at Dolphins. No, they're supposed to be week 6. It says they moved from week 10 to week 6 from everything I've got right now.
Yeah,
they're week 6.
This is when it got changed.
Yeah, so it's just not updated. Yeah,
so it's not updated. Either way,
it moved from 10 to 6.
I got the rest of them on there.
Okay,
so we're good.
Skip that one.
We're right. It's just that it got moved a different direction.
Okay.
It's one.
Either way, it would be a tie, but we just wanted to see if we could find it. Okay, moving on. Jay, Green Bay at Tampa Bay.
That's what I was talking about.
Yes.
Now, Tampa Bay is going to have, Green Bay gets 14 days. Well, they were on, yes, and then Tampa Bay is going to get 10, so it's not that big of a difference. Tampa Bay's off a loss to the Bears. The public's going to know that. Green Bay should be favored because Vegas is going to try to get dummy money. But I've got Green Bay, because they're legit, I've got Green Bay -4.
I gave Tampa Bay the missionary 3.
Oh, the missionary 3. This is going to be fun.
Green Bay -1.5.
Then I'm closer by 2.5. I'm really good today. That drinking all day is fun, right? But the next day when you have to lose to the old Jaybird, and it's not as much fun, is it? Whatever he says.
I'm gonna win the next 3.
We'll see about that.
We will, Leah. We will.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
All right, the Rams
at San Fran.
The Rams at San Fran.
You know why I'm watching this game?
Why?
Because you have to.
Nope, don't have to.
Why?
I don't have to do
'Cause
anything
it's on
except
right
for be
before
born
Big
and
Brother?
die, by the way.
It's on right before Big Brother.
Nope. It's
Or
on
right
Monday.
after?
See if you would have paid
But
attention
Big
first
Brother
hour.
moved to Monday.
No, this is a Sunday night game.
Oh, okay.
Because during my extreme predictions of the year,
Mhm.
I said that San Francisco would not win the NFC West. Do you know what team I did predict to win?
Rams.
Okay.
But they're not.
I like your
They're
belt.
not, right now,
I like your belt.
Do you know why I'm wearing a belt?
A canvas
'Cause you're
belt
losing
with your
weight.
American
No,
Eagle cargos.
no, you would think that's why, but I just refuse to go shopping for things like I'm not wearing cargo shorts, by the way. I
He's
refuse to
wearing
go
khakis.
shopping, and the button came off of my shorts.
All I can
not
think
because
of-
I'm fat, by the way. Do not do that. Don't body shame me.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's a matter of the thread eventually wears down.
Body
All I can think of is the TikTok that you made with Self and
No, I like the belt
She
hanging.
said it's the
a good
dressing
look.
like a 1990s frat boy for me, and I was like, yes,
frat boy.
because you are definitely dressed like a 1990s frat boy right now,
Well,
from head to toe.
do you want to do the for me
Do you
challenge?
want to
do you
do
want to do
that
it
for me?
Do you want to do the for me challenge?
Oh, I would hurt your feelings. We would say things on air that we don't want other people
All right.
to know.
What's the damn line? What'd you guess, Foster?
Green Bay minus. Wait, the Rams
Yeah.
-7.
Rams -7?
Oh yeah.
I got San Fran -3.
Hold on, I wasn't even there.
You're way off. Why would San Fran be favored in this game?
It's LA -3.5.
Man, you're reading that right.
Yes.
Sure.
Really? I don't know how to read now?
The Rams just went on the road, West Coast to East Coast, and beat the Washington football team. They're playing well. Henderson's going well. They have Cam Akers. They don't need Gurley. He's done. Goff's fine. The Rams are winning this division.
Well, they are not going to come close to beating Seattle for this division.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make a
Seattle
bet,
is
yeah.
undefeated now. They're 5-0 for the first time in franchise history.
Yeah, we'll be making some bets.
Well,
Franchise.
we'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
Mm-hmm.
Doubleheader on Monday night.
Yay. Leah's team and my team.
Number one draft pick of every Sports Czar draft we've ever done when I get in there. And we've done it multiple times. Let's do it. Sports Czar. What's my number one pick? Doubleheaders on Monday nights.
There you go.
And here we go. We got another one.
They're listening
Not
to our
tonight,
show.
though. Not tonight, though. Sucks.
Leah's Chiefs coming off a disappointing loss at home. Travel to Buffalo.
4 o'clock. Happy hour. Football. Chiefs Buffalo, which, by the way, is the better game out of the two, but they're both really good games.
It's
It
not
would have
on
been
here.
better with Dak there. Nah, it would have been better.
Would have been better with that.
But you Chiefs and Buffalo, really good game.
I think so too. What do you got?
It's not on here.
What do you mean it's not on there?
It's Tennessee and Buffalo right here.
That's this week.
I know. So how do I get? You have to switch the next week. It's his app. I don't know how to use his app.
It's not an app. It's just the internet.
Hey, whatever. The interweb. I don't like that
So
either.
I've got
Okay, keep going.
well, I've got Buffalo in the missionary position here.
You do?
Ew.
Yeah, they're -3.
See, I've got Kansas City favored by 5.5.
All right, now the thing I'm thinking about is so the Tuesday night game. It's 6 days isn't that big of a deal. Buffalo's playing tomorrow night.
Well, son of a beeswax.
Can I guess this one?
Say it again. What do you have? What did you guess? I have Buffalo -3. What do you have?
I have Kansas City minus 5.5.
They should not be favored that much on the road against no, they just shouldn't be. Like
I got Kansas -1.5. Can I do
you
that?
got Kansas City -1.5.
Yes.
I mean they're undefeated. All right, you've got Kansas City favored against an undefeated team.
Yes.
After they just lost to the Raiders at home.
Yep.
You've got them at minus
By
what?
1.5.
And you've got them what? T-Roy minus 2.5, 3.5.
Minus 5.5.
Oh my goodness.
He thinks they're gonna get slaughtered.
I've got Buffalo -3.
All right, here we go.
They're better defense.
We got better offense though.
Prove it.
Okay, where's it at?
We have.
No. Hold on. You can look up. Week 5 passing leaders. We just look at overall passing leaders and everything else. Josh Allen's right there. And what I tell you last week, they're 13-0 when he rushes and throws for a touchdown in the same game. That defense, Kansas City, did not look good. They
One
lost to
game.
the Raiders.
One
The Raiders at home. I know
game.
it's one game, and we talked about it.
And they were 4-0 before that game.
They lost to the Raiders.
But the
At
Raiders
home.
were on. They were killing it. They looked the best they've ever looked this whole season.
Raiders are good.
But they looked the best they've ever looked this whole season. So that was like their number one game. So they're gonna defeat a game on their worst day, and they're on their best day. You can't use that to depict the rest of the season.
It's a fair
All right,
point.
I'm going
That's a fair point, Bomber.
I'm going
It's a
off
fair
the
point.
Bleacher Report.
Because it is. Because to the Raiders to beat the AFC West, that's almost like their Super Bowl. To beat the AFC West divisional leaders or whatever. That's
and they looked the best they've ever looked so far.
And
And the Chiefs look the worst they've ever looked so far. I'm telling you, it's because he got her pregnant.
And
Way to go, Mahomes.
No. And look at it, the whole thing that the Raiders they
can't
can
find it?
they can throw everything against the wall because they've got a bye week. They can heal and lick their wounds and whatever else. And
I don't know. I have a theory about bye weeks, and I'm not a big fan of them. I don't think it's rest and relaxation and then recharging. I think that it can be just as negative as it can be positive, in my opinion.
You can, but I mean, you also have to look at Andy Reid's record against that. As a
Well, he's
Kansas
got the
Chiefs
best
fan,
bye week record in the NFL, but that doesn't really mean anything right now because the scheduling and the whole thing is not normal either. So, you see what I'm saying?
Yes. All right. So can we pull up Arizona at Dallas then?
Yeah, that's there.
We can't-
I saw that already.
Okay.
All right, what did you have?
Not what you have.
What did you have?
I have Arizona actually favored on the road.
Dallas is favored -3, and I have -3. I got a star.
What was Kansas? Did we even? What was that?
I have Arizona -3.5 on the road, and there's just absolutely no way Dallas should be favored at home right now. They can't play defense. They've got Carrot Head Cannon, Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, who only signed. I get it. Who only signed because he. The only reason he signed with Dallas was to be closer to home. It's not like, oh, Dallas is a good fit for me or anything like that. He threw 2 of his best passes in his career, and Michael Gallup caught him, and he's not going to be able to duplicate that at all. It's Nooch. Nooch is, unless Nooch comes in and does it.
Nooch.
I'm telling you, Andy Dalton is not like your guy, and they should not be favored by 3. Arizona is a better team than that.
For sure.
They easily could have won the 2 games they lost. They could be undefeated.
Oh, and I found it, Jay.
Yes.
Well, actually, no, Jay. I'm sorry.
What, Kansas City at Buffalo?
It is Arizona -3. I must have been reading that other one wrong.
What?
My bad.
Thank you, Vegas, for helping me out, making me feel a little bit better about myself.
I was reading it wrong. I was reading it, but you had. Let me get this right. So you get that right, but
Yeah.
you had Kansas City, or did you have Buffalo?
I had Buffalo in the missionary position, favored.
Well,
-3.
it's Kansas City -3.5.
With the lights on?
Uh-huh.
I get that one.
Terrible.
Kansas City -3.5.
Does not sound like a good time.
There you go. And were there any other ones we couldn't get before?
No, because I think it looks like
Miami Jets. Remember?
Yeah.
We tied.
Okay,
Might
where's
be
that
on
at?
here.
All right.
Oh, I got it. What did you have it at? Oh, we both had it at -9.
Yeah.
It was -8.
Oh, look at that. That's a good way
yeah,
to.
look how excited he is.
That's a good way to end this relationship today, like on the radio, like where we're fighting to see who gets it or whatever else, and then look how close we both were when we tied.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not like we were crazy off or anything like that, but now that makes me happy. Look at, I mean, yeah, and I win this
Are
week.
you really happy?
I won this week.
You didn't.
But yeah, I did. Like, don't say no, I didn't. Don't lie to the people out there. But it just wasn't. Yeah, you didn't put forth your best effort today.
I did too.
Yeah, tough break, I guess.
Were you drinking all day yesterday?
Is it a day that ends in Y?
It's only the first
He
time.
said it. You guys, I just started that the series called Evil on Netflix. Have you seen that?
No.
By the way, random thoughts by Bomber today, but it's not bad. I got through like season 1 in one
Is
sitting.
it an autobiography?
Evil? No, that's not the right word to describe me.
What do you mean? What do you mean evil?
Close, but not quite.
What was evil?
It's just called Evil. It's the title of the series. It's called Evil, and it's about people.
Is the second word Knievel?
No. There's a priest and then a psychologist, and they debunk each other's theories. And he's saying it's religious, and she's saying it's psychological, and they kind of debunk each other, and so you never really get a concrete answer of whether it was truly like a demonic entity or just psychological. It's interesting. It'll catch your attention. Jay, you'd hate it. I think Troy might enjoy it.
So good for you. Well, I know.
So who are the unbeaten?
It's not 20 adults living in a building together, so you wouldn't like it.
Pittsburgh, Seattle.
It's not adults living. Yes, no, I watch documentaries. I know I like stuff or whatever.
Pittsburgh, Seattle, and Green Bay, right? That's it. For undefeated. Oh, and the Bills.
I just didn't want to watch that. Was it evil? The thing about the guy from Denver?
No, that's American Murder.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that.
I've seen it, but I watched that when it happened in real life, so I don't need to watch it.
All right.
Which one are you talking about?
Buffalo Bills 4-0. Pittsburgh Steelers 4-0. Tennessee Titans 3-0. Green Bay Packers 4-0, and that's your. And then the Seattle Seahawks. That is your unbeatens.
Where you guys at? I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, he wants to know who's.
He stole my phone.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's my phone.
That's my phone.
No, that's my phone.
Not my phone. Hey, look, got Mookie in there.
I'm looking at the standings. Your entire NFC East is at a minus point differential.
What do you mean?
Well, the Cowboys are 2-3, and they're at minus 17, meaning they've been outscored by 17 points. Then it goes to Eagles minus 32, the Washington Redskins 53, and the Giants 52. Now, if you look at the NFC West, everybody's in the positive. That's what you want to be, in the positive. And everybody but one, the Cincinnati Burrows, are in the positive in the AFC North, and everybody but one, the New York Jets, are in the positive in the AFC East. And then kind of the rest of it works out, 2 out of 4 type of thing. Now, the Bears are in the positive, plus 5 point differential. So the Packers are at plus 51. Is that the number one in the league? I think it is. No, Ravens are at plus 73. Ooh, look at them. I know that the Packers didn't play this week because they're on a bye, but that is what it is. All right, we got to take our break. We come back. We got to talk.
We don't have an ad.
I have one right here.
Yeah.
Already read it. We already read it.
Oh. Well, then I'll just go ahead and go to break. Sounds good, though. All right? Let me get more ads.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Ella Schmidt, the 106-pounder for Bettendorf, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
From lines of credit in Chicagoland to equipment finance loans in the Quad Cities to better cash flow in Milwaukee, First Midwest Bank is committed to using our local knowledge and ideas to help our clients get their business momentum back. Visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. You have plans, we have ideas. First Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard show on ESPN Radio.
The Raiders are being investigated for violating COVID protocols, and those two things have to be so. Raiders violating any protocols, Raiders, that specific franchise, and also now the Vegas Raiders.
Right.
Doubly redundant on the debauchery and rule breaking.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till 11 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
This week at Macy's, get an extra 25% off the season's latest styles with your coupon or Macy's card. That's on top of already great savings like 20 to 50% off Ink, DKNY, Clubroom, and more of your favorite designers for him and her. Get 30% off one pair, 40% off 2 pairs of boots, shoes, and booties. And prep your kitchen with 20 to 50% off roasting pans, cookware, and more. Plus, Star Rewards members earn rewards faster during Star Money Bonus Days now at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Damien in LA.
I wanted to share my fondest Kobe memory, mine and my son's. It was season opener, Kobe's last year. You, Raj, and he who shall not be named. We got the privilege to meet you guys, me and my son, and I shared with my son the story of you and your daughter Esther, of how I always remember the day that you got to see Kobe Bryant play. Last week, Me and my son are driving around. Now, he was about 8 years old at that time, roughly 4 years ago. And the joy I felt when we heard you on the radio again, and my son was like, "Oh, is that Max Kellerman?" Yes, Max. I remember the day I saw Kobe Bryant play was the day I met Max Kellerman.
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Ugh, I have to do laundry when I get home. I have to lug all my clothes over to the washing machine. Then I get to put them in the dryer and accidentally shrink my cashmere sweater again.
Motorcycles make everything exciting. And when Geico makes it easy to switch and save on motorcycle insurance, it's even more exciting.
I'm gonna fold all my socks into little balls. Yeah!
Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Meet Carla.
Hi there.
Carla's 4 daughters keep her pretty busy.
Oops.
Casey's new curbside pickup makes life easier for Carla. Pizza! And saves her an extra trip to the grocery store. Now, you can add grocery items like bread, drinks, and snacks to your online pizza order, and we'll bring them right to your car with curbside pickup. And for a limited time, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Casey's, here for convenience, here for new curbside pickup, here for good. Available at select locations only.
When you're working from home, just tell Alexa to play us. It will be a much better conversation than you normally have with those coworkers. This is the Quad Cities Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Don't Hassle So Local here on AM 1170. Jay, and I forgot to tell you, we had a huge golf event this week in the Quad Cities.
Okay.
It was the father-son event of all time.
All right.
Wessel versus Wessel versus Wessel versus Wessel.
All right.
So Tim and Pete Wessel.
Yes.
Father and son.
Of course.
Against Derek and Jack Wessel. Father and son.
Yeah.
Out at Deer Run.
Okay. There's a lot of
I can guarantee you this. I can guarantee you this. The Wessels won.
Yes. Well, I guess, yeah, I would assume so.
But
a lot of pride on the line, though, for this.
At the end, Tim and Pete won out over the youngsters.
I would, yeah.
Because Derek's the younger brother.
I would assume, yeah.
And Jack's the little one.
If I was talking to the risk management team at Elite Sportsbook, I would say, like, here's who the favorites are, yeah.
So, yeah, big event out of Deer Run this week. So.
Ooh, let's go golfing.
Well, not today.
Let's go golfing. I have only golfed twice this year.
Well, it's pretty crappy out right now.
Well, you know what? We can still do it if you're soldiers.
But there's plenty of days left.
Yeah, when it's nice out.
When the weather's going on like this.
Can we all go? Like, why don't we all go golfing and then go live while we're golfing and then put some money on it?
Ugh, that sounds terrible. But if we're going to do it, we're going to do
idea.
it.
Thank you,
We
Troy.
are going to do it at Hidden Hills Golf Course at 4335 Indiana Avenue in Bettendorf, Iowa, just north of the TBK Plex.
Is he saying it's terrible because he knows he'll lose?
Yeah.
Is that why? Is that why?
Well, yeah, he's not a golfer.
No, it's not.
I'm not the best.
I mean, I don't like to make fun of him, but he's just not a golfer.
Well, I'm not the best golfer in the world, but I bet I'll beat Jay.
That's what I think he's afraid of.
What's that?
You don't want to get beat by a girl?
I don't care about that.
Oh.
I would assume a cat could beat me.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, now don't compare me to a cat.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not going out there being like, oh, I'm going to go out there to beat one of you two.
But
I'm not
want
going to.
accolades, and I want to beat you in a sport.
It's not. Okay, well, that's the sport
That's
to go
the
with.
only
Or bowling.
sport
That's
I'm
it.
I can't bowl.
I can
I don't
beat
have
you in
the patience.
darts.
No, you can't.
What about leg wrestling?
No, you can't. Yes, he can beat me. He's a wrestler.
Yeah, no.
Leg wrestling
Indian
is
leg
totally
wrestling is weird. I don't want to. I don't
That
want anything
1,
to do with
2,
that.
3 thing.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. You
I
can't.
think I
You
could
can't
probably
beat me in
beat you.
darts. You can't beat me in darts.
I don't believe you.
That's fine. You can say that.
Well, why don't we? Let's
Fine. Let's
challenge.
two bars that
couldn't
have
beat me.
dartboards.
You couldn't beat me in pickleball.
What the heck is pickleball?
Oh my goodness.
It's like tennis.
Tennis and ping pong, but it's a little bit shorter. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. You would beat. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah. See, that would be. Yeah.
Definitely beat me. I think we've tied up bags in the past.
You wouldn't beat me in
but
bags.
we have.
No. Anyway. No, you'd beat me in golf.
God, he's
miniature
so
golf.
arrogant, isn't he?
You would, yes, no, you wouldn't.
He thinks.
Yes.
All
But
right,
if I
well,
were to do this, I would go to Hidden Hills, like I was saying. The
Let's
golf
go to
course
Hidden
at
Hills.
4335 Indiana Avenue. See
all
our
right,
friend Big Mike.
listeners, who wants to see me take on Jay at Hidden Hills in a golfing tournament?
Do I get strokes?
Girls versus
No,
not
that
from
got
me.
weird all of a sudden. Like
you
I
can.
hate
I mean,
this
you
whole
can bring cheerleaders
Yeah,
to
it's
do
good.
what you need
Yeah.
to do to
But
win.
we were going to get a tea time. We would call it to 563-332-5616 or go to hiddenhills-golf.com. I know they have their chili open where they have free chili afterwards every Sunday. So go ahead and go to the website for that. Yeah, I know. Bags, darts. What bar games? Pool, maybe pool. You could, maybe.
Maybe. I grew up with the pool table in my house.
I'm not really good at pool.
I'm
but
not terrible, but I'm not the best.
You want to play strip pool?
Pool is
I would
actually
play strip
the
anything.
only sport. The only sport that I'm a little bit better after having
Drinks.
in
That's
me.
how I am with darts. I'm better at darts if I've had a couple.
Pool's the only one that I can do if I've had some drinks in me. Other than that,
I think I could beat you at golf, though. I think
I
that's
guarantee you could.
That's a shoe win.
yeah, I guarantee you. I would say you could beat me by 10 strokes, easily.
All right. I think we should put our money where our mouth is.
So what? You're giving me 10 strokes? for
I will
that
give
thing?
you 5 strokes.
I don't know. See, I don't like any of this. No, the thing is, it's not that, Bomber. I don't mind that. I really, seriously, as a golfer, after about hole 5, I'm like, I'm done. I don't see why 13 more of
You
this
know
would be
why?
fun.
Because you're not good at it, so that you get frustrated and you're like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And that's not a good precedent to set. As a coach and a teacher, you have to go to the finish line.
But not if I'm not motivated to want to do it.
But do you have beer in your cart? Are you out of beer?
Still boring.
It's not boring. Okay, golfing with me is not boring.
Good walk wasted. That's the best line ever. And what is that? Mark Twain? Walk is a good walk wasted.
No.
It is a good buzz wasted.
Last
to
time
me.
we went golfing, I yelled at a dude and I said, "What's your name?" Tony!
On TikTok.
What is your... No, we did this.
Yeah.
This was probably 6 months ago when it first
but
was
you
big.
saw it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to copy and make it fun. You make it fun.
That's what everyone says. Well, if you went with me, you'd have fun. It's
Okay, well, we know
whatever.
that if you went with me, you would definitely have fun.
I know, but it's just
It'd be good
it's just-
times.
It's not a thing for me. It just
It doesn't
really
have to
isn't.
be a thing. It's competition, and I need to prove you wrong. So we need to do this.
No, I'm telling you, you'd beat me. That's the problem. And now you're like, and I'm
Well,
like, you
I
beat me by
want
10.
to
You're like, no,
prove
only
it.
by 5. Well, fine. Good. I mean, when I quit, what does that mean? I mean, I just take a snowman every hole or
If
whatever
you
else?
quit, that's not okay. We don't quit. Quitters never win, Jay.
I do when it comes to golf.
Okay.
It's just not like do you just like even, you know, when you're driving by, let's just say, and I know Mike is a friend of ours from Hidden Hills, but you're driving down like Middle Road and you see like the lights on at Palmer Hills, and you're like, you know what? 6-pack of beer and I could just go,
It's a
go
good
to the driving
time.
range.
Yes.
Just go hit some balls.
Ooh, we could do that too. We could
You know
do the
how
driving
long-
range
you know
and
how
see who
long
does
that
the farthest
lasts for
drive.
me? That lasts from Palmer Hills to about 29th Street when I see it. So
You're
let's
over
just
it?
say, yeah, I'm like, no, I don't want to go hit driving range balls and drink beer.
You
Now
have
I
to-
do.
you-
I did like Top Golf for the one time I was there.
Well, I don't
don't
know
like
what to
miniature
tell you
golf.
about your attention span.
I don't
and
like
your,
bowling.
I don't like bowling either. Bowling is boring. But golf is not boring because you've got, I mean, there's so much in between every hole and you can, it's great. It's great. You can bet on everything. You can bet on.
I'm glad you like it, but you can't sit there and say it's not boring.
It is definitely not boring. My grandpa was a pro golfer. He's the one who taught me when I was 12 years old. This has been a part of my life since I was a kid.
No
It's
one's
not
saying
boring.
anything about that, but it is boring, Bomber,
To
because
you, not
don't
to
watch it Thursday through
everybody.
Sunday. You don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to turn on Golf Channel.
No,
on
watching
DirecTV.
golf is boring. Playing golf is not boring. There's a difference.
What makes it not boring?
Competition, being involved.
But you don't think other sports are boring? Like if you and I were going to go out there and we're going to play horse, you would think that's boring?
Not at all. I don't think any competition is boring if I'm involved in the competition aspect of it. No. Nothing. Even poker. Gambling is not boring if I'm in the competition aspect of it. Nothing is boring.
I'm sorry, it doesn't motivate me at all.
What if
Not even the
we bet
competition of
money,
it. It doesn't.
though?
No, it doesn't. It's kind of like no.
I think he's mad because he He's like, I don't want to do it because I'll lose.
No, that is not the case. I don't care. I'm admitting from the very beginning
I know.
that I'm not
You're
good at
admitting
this
you're
sport.
going to lose, so you're like, I'll just quit at hole 5 because it's just not your forte. Wrestling isn't my forte. I would lose in a wrestling match against you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be like, I'll quit first tap out. I'm not that, you know what I mean?
There's no tap out. You'd have no choice.
Whatever
You'd be
you
pinned
do.
within 20 seconds.
I would,
That's the
and I'd
difference.
still go the next round.
100% the difference. 20 seconds, you can be like, oh, you won.
But I still
Meanwhile,
go the second
I have
round.
to go another 15 holes of nonsense and boredom.
You can
It's
go
gonna take
9
me 2
holes. You
hours?
don't have to do 18.
You're not understanding. You're going to lose. A dart game's going to take this long. Not that. I mean, what? 15 minutes. A bowling is going to take less than an hour. Golf is going to take 3 hours of my life for no
it's
reason.
not. You're not going 18 holes. Let's do 9.
Dude, is there a 9-hole
You big
course around here?
baby. Yeah, you can do 9
Three
anywhere you
part?
want.
Remember Cedar Falls
you
and
can do 9
Waterloo?
whatever you want.
You can do
Cedar Falls,
9
Waterloo had a
wherever, whenever
three-part.
you want. Let's do 9. You'll get bored at 5, and then I'll
Wish
just
it was
kick,
a 3-part.
kick your butt in the next
par
4.
three.
Par 3, whatever. It's all right. I'd like to do the soccer golf where we kick the
Soccer?
ball.
Oh.
Have you ever done frisbee golf?
Of course.
I
I
have
used to wear Grateful Dead t-shirts to high
Yeah,
school.
you
Of
wore
course.
frisbee
I
golf.
played
I've never done
frisbee
that.
golf.
What's that got to do with anything?
I was a hippie. That's all I did in high
That's what
school.
they do. They'd sit around and they'd smoke pot and walk around
And
the
go play
woods and play
frisbee golf.
frisbee golf.
In our Doc Martens and our Birkenstocks.
I can't say what I
I still love you, though. Let's not fight.
No, we're not fighting. I'm just saying that's.
Well, it was
if-
entertaining. I
it's
was
not
watching.
the idea that you're sitting there saying like, well, it's because you don't want to lose a girl. That's not true.
I
don't
was
care about that.
teasing. Number 1, I know you better than that. Number 2, the fact that you say you're going to get bored in a competition because you're not good at it is not the way to look at it. I would still finish any competition that I had with you knowing I would lose in the end. I'm still going to go all the way.
But it's
All the way, May?
All the way, May.
But it's not. It's not 3 hours. That's what I'm saying.
You don't
It's
have to
not-
do 3 hours, baby. You can do an hour and a half.
I guess.
9 holes. 9 holes. Not 18. It's not college. You don't have to go all 18.
Sounds
Well, it's going to
terrible.
be hard to finish 9 in an hour and a half, but
See.
Troy's
I think you
taking
can beat
my-
me in.
no, I'm
in
just
pool.
saying you're probably at best maybe 2 hours.
Tops, yeah. But it would still be fun. It would be fun. We could make it fun.
Depending on if you had to wait and where you're at.
Public courses, you don't have to wait as long. Private courses, you have to wait and be quiet, and there's way more rules.
That's not
No,
close
I don't
want to
get it. I don't
It
want to
is
get
true.
into
I belong
it,
to
nor do I
Oakwood,
care.
and there, if
that-
all the people out there that are rude and they
Listen,
report
there's
you, and
all
it's-
this golf etiquette thing
Leah,
that goes.
have you golfed at Palmer Hills on a frickin' Sunday morning or Saturday morning? With the
No,
standing
because
tee
I
times
know
with the old
better
men?
than to go when all the other people go.
Well, I'm telling you,
I'm gonna
there's-
go at 5 o'clock on
You're
a
more
Saturday.
likely to be waiting at Palmer than you are anywhere in the planet.
I'm not
to
talking
golf.
about waiting. I'm talking about etiquette and what you wear, the report
That's
you.
not what I'm talking
is
about.
golf etiquette still a thing?
Now you're changing
Yes.
the goddamn.
Golf etiquette's still a thing.
Very much so.
I've been to a lot of golf
I grew up on
outings
Oakwood.
there.
My parents live on Oakwood. There were, I mean, even if I'm in my backyard and golfers see and I'm wearing jean shorts, you might get reported to the
No, that
to the
seems like very
clubhouse.
hoity-toity, though.
It is. I don't recommend
Golf
Oakwood.
outings, does it all get thrown out the window then?
At public courses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at a country club's a whole different story. That's
Yeah.
not etiquette.
But
I'm
that's
talking
how I
about,
grew up.
But I'm talking about waiting.
Oh yeah, you're gonna wait no matter what if you're going during a certain time of the day for sure.
It doesn't matter. You're going to probably wait more on a public course than you would on a.
Every time
on a
I've gone
private course.
public, we've never waited.
Well, wouldn't a private course be people that are actually a little bit better than ding dongs
You're going
like
to be
me in
better.
public?
You're going to be
think they're
better.
better.
They're not going to try to jam a bunch of people in for tea times because they
To
don't
get
need
the
the money
money.
to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's the thing.
They think they're better too.
And, there's certain public courses where you won't really have to wait very often because some public courses aren't that busy.
Right.
But some of them are, like Palmer. It's very busy.
See, I don't go to Palmer, so that's one I've never frequented. But sure, I mean every course is different too.
Do you go to the driving range anymore?
I used to
haven't been in a
growing up
while.
as a kid throughout high school and in my early 20s. I did with my grandpa all the time.
Yeah.
I'd
I
like
don't
to.
anymore. I would like to start taking my kids just because it's like in our blood. You know, we have.
Let's just
golfers.
say a dude slid into your DMs and he's like, hey, let's hang out sometime. And you're like, okay, let's do that. And then he was like, let's go to the golf range. You'd be like, cool. That's a good,
Now that
that's a
you
good
just said
date.
that on air,
Yeah.
that might happen, and I'm gonna be like, no, thank you.
Now he would be like, yeah, you're right.
You
I guess
planted
that-
those
yeah,
seeds.
She's totally going to get slid on her jeans.
yeah. You're like, I heard you.
This
were
is
gonna
why I
say
don't
yes.
have. I don't have Messenger on my phone
Heard
for
your
this
voice
reason.
on the radio.
I do not have
Very,
Messenger on
very
my phone for this reason.
I feel like Bomber, you have Messenger, but you only open it like every 3 weeks just to be like for fun.
It's like every 3 months, but
you dirty
Just
birds.
give her- just get
I
herself a
I
little.
erase it and then I re-download it and then I delete it and then I re-download it. That's kind of what I do.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't want to see it.
Well, just give me an example, one thing, and bleep it.
You want me to pull it up? Let me download it right now and you can see.
All right, let's do it.
What are you doing? Hey,
do
hey!
it.
I got a lot of people in there talking to themselves.
All right,
Really?
until we
Oh,
do
yeah.
that though, tonight the Chargers go to the Saints. Saints are favored by 7. No Michael Thomas tonight. Not only has he been beat up ankle, there's reports that he's not playing because he hurt himself punching a teammate. Now they're just saying there was an
Who, Michael
altercation.
Thomas?
Yeah. Now they're saying there's just altercation. I think maybe
He ruined my draft. And our stupid one where we do the auction. It's tired of him.
Yeah, he hang on, look at my thing.
Loser.
Lehu Zahir.
Yeah, so let's see, give the recap of it. Like I said earlier, it was said that he punched a teammate, but now it's just saying that he had an altercation. So maybe he punched a
had a
locker
tray.
afterwards or whatever else.
He had a tray.
Oh, yeah, I'm just but
A little altercation. Touchy's
I think I like the Saints here at -7.
I do. Potatoes.
Chargers are 1-3. They've got more respect because they hung with the Chiefs for a while. But and they said that the quarterback's going to stay in there. So Justin Herbert. So he's started from here on out. So now the number one defense can prepare for just him. They're not going to see Tyrod Taylor. So I do like actually the Saints, even though I've been down on this year. I like them at -7 tonight. The over/under's at 50. I guess that's pretty good. Saints can put up. Saints should be able to put up 31 at least, right? So what you're doing from there is you need the Chargers to get to 21. The Saints defense is not that good.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
They have a premier pass rusher. I think they're going to be all right. Saints will win this game pretty handily.
So you recommend the 7.
Yeah.
And then we get to have Tuesday night action, which is going to be fun. Bills versus the Titans, undefeated.
Yeah, and then Jay and I are going to go golfing.
No, we're not. We'll see how. Wednesday might be open to do it, though.
Me, he's not.
Wednesday might be open to do it, but I don't even know if I have golf clubs anymore.
I have golf clubs and I use men clubs, so we can use the same clubs.
Jeez, I'm not using your clubs.
I use men's clubs because
can
I'm
use
tall and my reach.
I'm not using women's clubs.
They're not
They'll
women's.
fit
I
you
use
better.
men's.
I'm sure I have somewhere in my shed like hand-me-downs or whatever.
No, I
else to
use
do.
men's clubs. I have a $1,000 set of clubs, and they're men's. So let's go.
Ooh, I get $1,000
Hey,
clubs.
they're also 10 years old, but it doesn't matter.
Well, then they're not a $1,000 set of clubs anymore.
Well, they were. They were. They've depreciated since, I'm sure. But no, I use men's clubs because my reach and the length of my arms and everything else, and I'm tall. I'm not small for a female.
Yeah.
You're not tall.
Before
I'm
we
almost
go,
5'8". I'm not short.
I want to tell you guys
That's not tall.
for the second week in a row,
For a woman,
and I know
it
we don't
is.
have a lot of time. For the second week in a row, Coach's Corner has turned into more. I'm cool. I'm calm. I don't get
Collecting.
I don't
You
get
like the
fights
other side
anymore.
of the pillow?
Yeah, I don't get in fights anymore. I'm like, hey, I had a umpire/site director say some words to me today about somebody else, and I'm like, hey man, can we talk about this for a second? Why are you in a bad mood? It's like the Eminem song, Stan, why are you so mad? Which people don't really like it when you say
Chicken
that.
wing,
Yeah,
chicken
not that.
wing. Oh.
And then the week before, I had to do the same thing with this other umpire. I've gone because in my older age, I'm better. And
You're 2-0 in confrontation?
yeah, Coach's Corner used to be how much of a spaz I was. Now, I'm just there to be a cheerleader and to make a positive. And if an umpire has a problem with something or another coach, I'm like, hey, let's talk about this. It's okay.
You think Jay's a better cheerleader than you?
No.
I don't know. I think he can.
I was a cheerleader for 8 years. There's no way he's
So
a better
I'm
cheerleader.
happy about my Coach's
I
Corner.
put my money on Jay being a better cheerleader than you.
Let's see the jumps.
No, let's have you know what? Here's the challenge.
Let's
Leah,
have
you're
a-
coming back on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
All right. Between now and then, I
I
want
said a
you
boom,
two.
chicka boom.
I said a boom, chicka boom.
You two come up with your best cheer.
Boom, chicka laka.
Yep. You guys come up with your best cheer on
E
Wednesday.
double O D
We'll
Y
see
E
who's the
good
best
eye,
cheerleader.
good eye, good eye.
Don't be using up all your cheers, Leah.
Come on.
I'm better at TikTok.
No.
Well,
he is
I want
definitely
the
better
cheers.
at TikTok.
I'm saying Wednesday, cheer
doing
off.
any cheers.
It's done.
We want a batter, not gonna
And-
cook a ladder.
I tell you what, don't forget you two, because I'm going to hold you to it.
It's good to have everybody back.
So
Bomber's
Wednesdays
going to
we
be
have
here
to
on
do cheers?
Wednesday.
Okay.
I always enjoy Mondays. It's fun to do a recap. We could do the normal thing that ESPN does and go right down the line of their right side of their website, and then also speculate in the worst way. But that's not the way our show
we didn't
is.
talk 2 hours about Dak's ankle.
Yes.
We didn't talk 2 hours about
But Monday
LeBron.
will be about what I told you, one of the biggest things, and that's going to be in my top 5 extreme predictions about Week 6 football. Will be that Monday morning will be all about the Dallas Cowboys.
Next Monday?
Yep, and the quarterback situation.
Well, it won't be next Monday. It'll be next Tuesday because they play Monday night.
And I'm
It'll
not
be
going to text
Tuesday.
you this
It'll be
time because
Tuesday.
you're not going to respond anyway.
Yes, it will be Tuesday then. You're right. Yep.
Oh,
All right. All right, guys. We appreciate you so much. Enjoy yourselves, Quad Cities. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take
Stay
care.
strapped to get clapped.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport.